That was a great introduction. Are you kidding me?
Jesus Christ! If there's nothing more on brand than ruining an intro on this podcast.
That sound. There we go. Okay, we're good.
Okay. There we go.
Did everybody miss that intro?
All of it. The whole thing.
You're going to have to do it again.
I'm going to do it again. You ready?
Right,
Here we go. Ready?
This is like pre-recorded.
Watch this. Ready? Here we go.
He was just warming up. That's all.
Here we go. I'm going to switch it back. Switch it back. Ready? Hey! Pull up! Yo, what's good? My name is MC Armanni. Welcome back to another episode of Roti And Poutine, a very special Election Day special podcast. We've got 6 talking heads ready to talk about nothing but politics the entire time. I'm just joking. I'm literally telling the same exact jokes anyway. Look, we back in the building with the T.R.A.C, the Mr. T.R.A.C MC. We also got the historian MC Bubby, the Valiant Emcee himself. We are here with the Goldenchild straight out of New York, and my two not even over the pond, they down, you know what I mean, down there where it's nice and cool, where the weather's beautiful, everything's very, the other America. The wonderful favorite producer that we're going to talk about quite a bit, the L side, and yes, I said before, and I am happy to repeat, one of the happiest, humblest people, favorite people on the planet, DJ Mr. Marky with the upside down scratch and all that.
Okay.
I even did this.
Everything.
That motion. Yeah, was that good? Was that close enough to what it was? Oh, one more thing. Shout out to MJ in the chat for moderating. Thank you very much, brother. Appreciate everybody in the chat right now. Everybody tuned in. I know you guys have been tired of staring at a map for the last 72 hours. We're going to try to relieve some stress right now, even if you have that going on the second screen. Not saying that I have that. I'm not saying I have 3 separate screens running the news right now. But we are here. We're going to have some fun tonight. Get your drinks open. Get your pops ready. Your Bob Ross is going. How's everybody feeling?
Good.
Anxious.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Anxious time.
I'm just saying, anxious.
Yeah, go ahead, Valiant. Tell him, brother. Tell him.
All right, look.
I think you can speak for me tonight.
Why? What's that? Something going on? Is there something? What's on your mind? Why?
All right, so
there's a major event.
Obviously, American politics has overtaken, I think, the global awareness at the moment. Right. It does impact a lot of people's lives. There are those who would argue that it doesn't matter who was elected. A lot of the same shit is going to happen anyway with multinational corporations and whatnot. But the day-to-day lives of Americans definitely is going to be affected by who the president is going to be. No matter who wins, Trumpism as a political movement is going nowhere, unfortunately. And it's going to be a lot of political upheaval in the States over the next decade, I think, as a result of this president that we have. And the returns are not in, so we don't really know who's going to be president just yet, so it's a little bit stressful. Yeah.
Here's what I'll say as a retort to that before you jump in there, Track. I do want to say this. There is a couple important things I want to mention about this situation going on right now. And the number one thing is, thank you every single person that went out and exercised your right to vote. This was the highest turnout in American history, and I am proud of every single one of you. I do care, but I technically don't care who you voted for. The fact is you went out and you did it. So the fact, look, here's to relieve your anxiety. If I can, just think of it this way. You went out, you did your job. What will be, will be. And whatever happens tomorrow, we will continue to push forward in whatever positive light we need to do. If it works out in our favor, fantastic. There is still a lot of work to do, but we are going to get through this. This is going to be good. You did what you were supposed to be, so give yourself a clap and a pat on the back because we are pushing the way we're supposed
emojis in the chats if you voted. Let me see you, whatever you got.
The second most important thing I have to say about this is the 2 most important cities in America are Philly and Atlanta right now, so I'm fucking feeling fantastic. So, you know what I'm saying? ATL is showing out right now, and hopefully that pushes us over the edge.
Just so you know, though, they just announced that Biden has moved up. He's just 1,000 under in GA now. So Georgia's out here making moves, and that's really good news to hear.
Donald Trump's tiny testicles just withdrew up into his body. That news announcement.
Lord.
I'm just
Lord,
saying.
Lord.
Anyway.
It'd be interesting.
So let's get into it, man. Let's not dwell on this because I know a lot of people didn't come here to talk about that. And honestly, maybe we'll talk more about it next week, but we're still in the midst of it. Everybody stay calm. It's going to take a while. You were told beforehand what was going to happen. You knew it was going to take a long time. You were told Trump was going to come out and say he won no matter what. This is literally textbook, verbatim, what we've been talking about for a while. We've got a lot of people in the chat right now from all across the world. Let's get into it. We've got Goldenchild here, the L-side here, the Marky here. Who should I start with first? Let's get into the question that everybody needs to know. I don't know what Marky's doing there, so to get him to stop, I'm going to ask him first. Marky, in case y'all don't know, this show's about to be real messy. I'm just warning y'all now. Y'all know how I am. This is soda. I chose not to drink tonight specifically because this is going to be a problem. So anyway, Marky.
This is like zero alcohol. Zero alcohol.
Okay.
I respect it.
Yeah, but you don't need
alcohol. Right?
You don't need alcohol. Marky.
Yeah, I'm crazy.
Some people don't.
Marky, let me ask you a question. Just get serious now. Think about this really hard. This is going to dictate the rest of the show. It's not. But what is your bucket list food?
My bucket list food. First one, Japanese.
You got multiple. All right, let's go.
Okay, let's see.
Japanese. What kind of Japanese?
Japanese, like the whole cuisine?
Like
or
everything.
I love the whole cuisine.
Okay.
I love the whole cuisine. That's why I said Japanese, because I love my sushi and I love everything on the Japanese cuisine, and of course the sake.
Oh yeah, baby.
Of course the sake.
Fun fact.
Sake with a nice, a really nice belly salmon.
Okay.
And the toro, which the tuna belly, it's one of the best. Oh God, it's so good. And I love my Italian food as well. Well, the Italians, I love everything, but what I love about the Italian food is the way they cook octopus. 'Cause I love octopus.
Okay.
Well,
That's deep in the cuisine right there.
Yeah, and of course, my Brazilian feijoada, pastel, pão de queijo.
You can't say words that the chat's not going to understand.
Yes, you can. Crazy.
They go on Google.
We did.
They
We
go
made.
on Google.
Yeah. Nah, it's fine. We made Craze explain his thing and then he ruined it.
I had to go on Google to search so many things. Come on.
You have to excuse. You have to excuse.
He's a killer.
You have to excuse us. We're on our American shit right now. That was like the most American thing V could have said.
You gotta explain what the dish is so we can, so we can learn.
Oh,
about
the
it.
dishes. I explained to you. Okay. So now you guys gave me a time to explain how.
It's only a 2.5 hour show.
Oh my God! I look at Valiant and I can see Tempsa.
Oh.
Me and
I was just waiting for he comes to me and say, "Hello, geese."
It's Tempsa. Zero T, I think, has the bald and the beard too, right?
Yeah, Zero T.
Yeah, Zero T has that.
He's a lovely guy, man.
There's like a club of us drum and bass people that have the bald head and the beard. There's like a few of us.
Yeah.
Is it a
Ray Keith? Different color.
Yeah, Ray
Yeah,
Keith.
Ray Keith. Ray Keith got the white thing going on now. Yeah, he
Because
looks.
Ray Keith's beard is white, he looks like a photo negative of me.
I feel like he's just going Super Saiyan on us, like
He got the
as we
Jesus
watch
piece,
him.
I think. He got the, you know what I mean?
He's like, as he get older, he just becomes I'm a level 87 DJ. Like he's just, it's just like transforming before us.
He's like
Outside,
he's like Jungle Santa Claus.
outside. What's your bucket list food? Outside. We moving on, Marky. You had your chance.
Yeah, I have to move on because you talk about Ray Keith.
I could tell you like a foodie who's just like I'ma just name everything. Outside. What's your
Marky
bucket?
just wanna eat some sophisticated food.
Well, you cut me. What the hell? You cut me. You don't even let me explain the dishes from my lovely country.
I'm sorry. Marky,
Oh,
explain
come on,
explain the dish.
Come on.
Explain the dish, Marky.
Burger King. Come on.
My favorite dish is Brazilian, bro. Brazilian.
Oh, yeah,
Churrasco,
Brazilian food for the wedding,
churrasco, picanha, you know. I love hamburger, pizza, but churrasco is my favorite, man. Barbecue.
Yeah.
Right.
Shout outs to Alibi.
The barbecue. We love the barbecue. We love the barbecue.
Yeah.
And we love the feijoada, which is like a
Feijoada is
like
so
black
good.
beans stew with pork and sausages, and you know it's really
Brazilian barbecue is the
with,
truth. This is yeah.
It's
absolutely.
just killer. It's just killer.
Feijoada
And,
is like a magic, bro. So good. So good.
It's got like moqueca as well as like a stew, vegetables, with prawns, and it's got a few ingredients that we just have in Brazil, we don't have in America or UK. So it's quite hard to explain, but go on Google and you're gonna see.
I'm looking it up right now.
Magic.
All right, so that's okay. So we got you two down.
That only took 10 minutes.
Good. All right.
Come on.
Golden, we're just gonna. It's taking too long.
I know. Armanni's gonna say my favorite food is kebab. You know.
No.
What?
Kebab.
Golden got style.
We literally named the show what our favorite food was. Yo, well, not anyway. Goldenchild, what's your favorite food not named pizza?
Chinese, Italian, and Filipino.
Okay, what's your
Adobo, adobo, lumpia.
If you don't
lumpia
mind me
Shanghai.
revealing, nice. I was gonna say, if you don't mind me revealing, Golden is nice on the egg rolls. That's all I got to say.
Yo,
Yeah,
you make egg rolls?
I make my egg rolls. I don't. Nothing is frozen with me. I make it nice and fresh. That's passed on. That's passed on from my mom.
Nice.
And I love cooking. I love cooking.
You need to start shipping them to Georgia then.
Yeah, I could. I'm the thing. The thing is, I make like a whole batch.
What did I say?
I just
Funny.
roll it up and I just freeze that shit. So by the time it gets to you, priority mail.
There you go.
2 days. 2 days.
I'm starting.
Oh,
Gold belly golden child stuff right now. I'll be just naming places on here. Y'all need to start cutting us a check. I'm just promoting Gold Belly and Pumpkin. Anyway, T.R.A.C, we'll do you because you're up high. No diss to you, Valiant. I love you.
Oh, that's last.
Whatever. I don't even.
Normally we do T.R.A.C last. T.R.A.C, what was your food of the week?
My food of the week was a proper Indian jam off over here, man. I am like almost at the level of thinking that tandoori chicken is better than jerk chicken right now, and I don't even want to admit that right now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. We're not doing
What?
that.
Tandoori chicken is better than jerk chicken?
You don't even understand how good it is over here, dog.
I mean, you just had some bomb chicken. I get it, but
I think he's Indian and West Indian. That's how good it is right now.
I'm just saying we're not doing that on air. Like, that's some shit you got to clear in the chat before you bring it up.
That's some Denzel Samuel L. Jackson.
Calm down.
Wow.
Okay, with the
not-
UK. T.R.A.C, you needed to move to the UK.
It's like, what's happening over here?
T.R.A.C, you need to move to the UK, especially.
No. The stamina took me to a spot.
Especially Birmingham. They're only in Birmingham. There's only 2 dishes, or Chinese from yesterday. So you ordered today, but the food came from yesterday.
Oh Lord!
And Indian.
What is happening?
And Indian food, curry with chips.
Yeah, I love it.
Curry with chips.
What the hell
Guys,
is that?
oh, that's delicious. We're not gonna say.
Fries.
Yeah, it's
Fries.
delicious. It's fire. It's
Fries, you mean fries?
No, it's
Okay,
not
but
fries.
still,
It's
it's
fucking
not fries.
look.
Curry.
These
No,
same
Indians don't do
chips?
fries.
Yo, we can't keep correcting international people to speak the way we speak. Fuck is wrong with y'all? He said chips. It's chips. Leave it to me.
All right, chips.
God damn it.
I don't want chips.
We cannot descend into chaos this quickly. Look, there are people
I said
listening.
this was going to be a shit show.
Look,
and-
it's like we're not the only ones
Freak
here.
show.
For fuck's sake. Hey, yo, Valiant, what was your
We made it. This is your Valiant. Say it
what
quick.
was your food of the week, my G?
I gotta admit, man, I have been eating the most boring.
You say this like literally 3 out
No,
of the 4
I mean like
weeks.
literally just like straight up like nothing very exciting at all. Some roast
No
vegetables.
seasoning,
Just-
salt and
Well,
pepper.
no. I am actually nice on
That's
the seasoning,
racist. Don't do that.
But no. It's
No.
justified. It's justified.
It's
Let's-
not just.
let's
What's
be
wrong
honest,
with you?
white people are not.
Look,
especially
my
the
wife can
Irish-
cook her ass off. You better chill out.
Look, the Irish of us.
She's Irish too. No, we're not doing that, dog. I'm
The
doing.
Irish among us
Why am I the one
tend
defending
not
this
to
right
be-
now?
What?
What is
You
happening?
need to
Go
shut
ahead. Go
up.
ahead. Talk about your boring ass food. Go ahead.
No, that's just it. It's boring. I've only been eating because I'm hungry, not because I was eating anything good. So don't ask me.
It's what? We do this every week.
What?
We moving on. Look,
I'm not gonna
No,
like
I got
eat
it.
a special dish just for the show.
you should.
I mean, I just-
That's how committed to the
I've
show
been
you should
busy.
be. Am I wrong, ladies? Tell me in the chat if Valiant is wrong for not his
Why are they
commitment.
telling us what he is tonight?
It's
That ain't right.
His job to eat one good meal a week specifically for this purpose. That being said, I had a shitty food week too. No, I'm just kidding. This is like, I actually have been chefing it up quite a bit. The wife is she rolled her ankle, so if anyone can throw some heart emojis in the chat for her. She's got a high ankle
For
sprain.
Mrs. Monty. Yeah.
Not that I haven't been cooking a lot anyway, but she is the beast in the kitchen. But I've been making a bunch of things left and right. We did some more adobo chicken, so that was good. I also made my Malaysian beef dish, so that was tasty. I did some chopped up eggplant today with some sliced peppers, tomatoes, feta cheese, a little balsamic drizzle on top with some basil. That was good, stuff like that, And then for dinner, what did we eat for dinner? I don't even remember. Anyway, the point is I ate a lot this week. All the food was good. It's not really about me. It's about the guests. But before we get to them, I do have one more announcement to make. I want to thank everybody. A very special thank you for signing up for the Jam app. Everyone that went and did your challenges. What the fuck are you laughing at? Anyway, trying to be professional,
I'm
goddammit.
sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Anyone
bro.
who signed up for that, there was a whole bunch of you. I just want to shout you out real quick. Ellie Mae Jenkins, Slime Blocker, True Life, Chris, Alastery, Matt G, DWRMCCORM. That's not even a name, but it's dope. You're dope. You're amazing. Thank you for signing up. Ashley, always big up. Esoteric, Bro Safari, obviously. 150, Metapatter, and Nate. And a bunch of people who, you know what I'm saying. So I do want to do the sweepstakes for whoever won. I've got a nice little wheel here on my phone. I entered your names in. I'm going to click it. It's spinning. It's almost like my Mac's trying to figure something out. And the answer is Esoteric. If you want me to take a screenshot, you are the winner. ESO, what's good? Look, it's got confetti and shit. You can't see it, but it's there, I swear. Esoteric, you won, man. Thank you for participating. I will be putting up, or at least announcing, a new challenge on Monday. And look, he's happy in the chat. I like that. See? There you go. Yeah, no problem. Sending you a swag bag, man. Sending you a swag bag. You'll get this hat right here.
Nice.
What is
You'll
that?
get that hat right there, and you'll get the
Rain hat,
shirt
man.
that I was wearing last week. That's my hat, man. It's an ambergram of rain.
Go I
It's
go.
the new John. So
What is that? Oh, I go.
right, it says rain.
Rygo.
I'll show you later, Marky. It's crazy how ambergrams work. I did this one too.
Oh my
Excuse me.
God.
See, this one says bars. Anyway, I'm gonna send you out. I will send you out a hat and T-shirt. Please hit me up. You have my Instagram. Any way you want to do it, just send me your email. We'll discuss it. I will send you your sizes, and Jam will actually send you out a merch pack. Like I said, Monday we will announce a new challenge. I got a couple more coming. So thank you, everybody, who's coming in. I will continue to shout you guys out on the podcast. Appreciate your support. That's super love. Let's get down to the shit.
Shit.
Now all the particulars out the way. I'm gonna mute my mic and let these three talk.
Oh, Lord.
All right, who we gonna start with, man? How we gonna do this? Marky. We start with Marky. You want to start with Golden? You want to start with Elside? Do you want me to spin a wheel and figure it out?
Yeah, spin the wheel.
Pick a number from 1 to 4.
Jesus Christ.
No, I was being serious. Why don't you pick a number from 1 to 4?
So Golden, man, you've been enjoying the Brazilian link up and all that, man. How do you guys all become, together? You and Marky, you and Elside have all been in a good spot. I know you two have done something together in the past in some form, and I know the future's right there. But speak on Goldenchild from New York, man. Let the world know right now what's up with Golden.
Jeez, man. My girlfriend kept telling me to jump on Twitch. She was like, "You're not working. Jump on Twitch." So, I jumped on Twitch, met a whole different side of the drum and bass community.
Mm-hmm.
And it was great, man. It was so I people I didn't even know, and all these people that I've never even heard of. So I was like, all right, cool, let's do it. She set me up. I had someone else set me up as well. We call him the mayor of drum and bass at Twitch. His name is No Use for Anger. That's his handle name.
Nice.
So I kicked it off, and then I just kept on changing and experimenting with like layouts and how should I get things better and how do I promote and all that stuff. And then once I got my groove and I got my little layout, everything was cool. I was like, Marky, Elside, you have to go on Twitch. You have to go on Twitch. This is gonna change. This is gonna change your life. Like you're gonna get new followers. You're gonna earn a little bit of money, which is a good thing with subscriptions and tips and all that stuff.
And you're gonna keep people calm. Yeah.
It's cool because we're helping people through the insanity of what's going on right now. So, people that have never had the chance to see Elside, Marky, Armanni be himself, you be yourself, Valiant. This is great. It's a great platform to show everybody who you are. What do you do? Like, what's your talents? Like, people always playing your tunes track in a lot of the channels that I see. Marky's always getting love with all his tunes, and all his Saturday drum and bass is killing it. Sunday is his the throwback stuff, all the stuff that he does, the influences. Elside just does like these random pop-ups, and it just tends to work for them. So it's great. And like I said, it's all these people that don't get a chance to see them wherever they are. Here they are on screen, and they're shouting you out. It makes the viewer feel good.
Right. I gotta say,
that's how I feel.
I gotta say, as long as I've known you two, and as much as we talked, and we've hung out a million times, watching you really take this head on early on in the middle of the virus, in the middle of this pandemic, really take it early on and really embrace it and spread it around and really develop. I've actually watched you grow. I don't want to say as a human being, but I mean like you've literally like blossomed even more doing this experience, helping other people out.
You can say it's therapy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So like I really think that outlet has helped you out as well, and it's been cool to watch you grow like that. So, we thank you for that.
Man. It's a blessing. It still gives us DJs, MCs, producers, and everybody that's creative a platform to show their work. Right. So I want to. It's not just about me. I want to help everybody. Everybody's coming up with me.
Right.
Everybody that deserves it. Everybody that puts in the work all the time. Come on, let's go. Let's do it. It's great. But like we like I don't know what happened, but I did a soul night. I experimented on a Monday, and I was like, I'm gonna do a soul night because everybody plays on Sunday. There's a lot of good DJs that I just want to watch on Twitch. And then all of a sudden, like, everything just started clicking. He's got Marky, the Elside, and everybody else. All these producers, like, Shortcut, all these DJs, Shortcut, Craze, all of a sudden they're in our room, they're in the room, and they're just listening to these tunes, and they're like, "Yo, that's sick! What the hell is this? What is this? What is this?" And it just took over. The Soul Night just took over, and it just connected. It connected me and Marky, even like it was like glue, like and outside.
Yes.
And I was supposed to be in Brazil right now doing this interview with you.
Right.
Wow.
I wanted to say, personally, of course, although I was like the first time I saw you bubbling and jumping around and emceeing and all this, I was sitting there going, wow, this has got to be it. This is it right now. You know what I'm saying? And, absolutely, you know me, man, we speak behind the scenes. I'm super proud of what's going on with you and how everything's going to where it is. So big up on that. But,
yeah, man.
one of our notable conversations as I segue through on this is that we have an amazing love for Brazilian funk and Brazilian dope-ass records and the amount of things we talked about just behind the scenes. Right, you know what I mean? And I remember we were like connecting the dots and trying to figure out, we've always felt what like Marky does, what Elsa does, what that whole Brazilian era, we were trying to figure out why do we like it so much? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At a time
we had this talk, yeah.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like at a time where we were trying to figure out what's going on, in the home of it all. And why is this like we're like gravitating to it? So I wanted to throw it at Marky real quick about where does this come from, man? What is this undying love and this inspirational, influential vibe? It's just, I know it's from the bottom, but I just wanted to hear it from you on another level. You know what I'm saying?
You're muted.
Oh, he's muted. Oh.
Yeah,
there we go.
yeah. It comes, sorry.
I was like, uh-oh.
I'm just glad it wasn't me.
I was like, oh, thank you so much for the words. I was kind of, wow, man, it's really nice. Well, I think everything comes from, I think me, L side, we came from East Side. Yeah, we comes from East Side. He still lives in the East Side. And we came from a very, kind of a poor background. And it's very cool to have this interview together because I'm very connected with him in a sense that he's got the same passion for the music as I got. Since I was very young, to collecting records and stuff like that. In the beginning of the 80s, it was very hard to have money to buy records and stuff like that. My dad was a policeman. He was playing. He was playing like older instruments with chords like guitar, acoustic guitar, banjo, cavaquinho, and space, harp. And I always ask him to teach me, and he never teach me. He just says like, if you want to teach you need to learn it by yourself. Like
right.
Like what happened with me.
Like a father probably would say, right?
Yeah, old school way. And I was listening to radio in 1981, and I was just a little boy, like I was 7 to 8 years old. And I heard like a mix show, and I heard a guy playing this track by Sky, Here's to You. And that tune, it blew my mind. Then after that, in the same year, I saw the video of The Police, playing Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic. And the way I saw Stuart Copeland playing drums, I felt like I need to play an instrument, but I don't have the money to buy the kit. And I want the records. So I started buying the records. My mom bought me the records. And I decorate all the records and everything, like every single piece of instruments and the musicians and stuff like that. Outside is like that. He's like me. You know?
Yeah.
And the passion for my passion for the music is too big. You know, when I'm a DJ, I'm not considered as a DJ, but I consider I'm a music lover, because I like to show people how much I love the music, what I play, and I like to show the emotions. And sometimes when I play some tracks, especially on my influences shows, you know, now on Twitch, on Sundays, and some tunes sometimes I play and I cry in the middle of the set. It was just because it takes me back when I was like listening to the tune for the first time. And I think I think we Brazilians, you know, we had like a quite difficult life, and because of this, the only thing like make us happy back in the day, it was music. You know, so the music, you know, is such a beautiful thing and saves so many lives. A lot of friends of mine, you know, so, and especially the American music, especially, you know, Stevie, Michael Jackson, you know, everybody wants to be Michael Jackson, you know, I want to be Stevie Wonder, and you know, like playing instruments and stuff like that. I think this is what this is what comes from for us. I think that's why when I remember when I'm playing in the UK for the first time, every single DJ was like quiet, standard. It was just like this. It's like kind of a rubber. And when I came here, I was like happy jumping. I had no bloody dub plates, and I was just playing strictly pure vinyl from Black Market Records that I bought in that day.
Wow.
And it still is smashing it. And it's still smashing it. And it was a very funny, because I'm telling you about everybody. I'm not telling you what I saw when I was in the UK. I was the only DJ dancing behind the decks.
That's crazy.
It was very crazy. When I came, and Patif went back to the UK, and he just phoned me. It's like, oh my God, everybody was dancing behind the decks. I just like, what? Everybody's dancing. When I came back, was Andy dancing behind the decks. Everybody, it was just
Brian.
I was like, what the hell? You know? I see. Even Brian was quite standard, and he was like, yeah. You know? It was like crazy, like everybody was dancing. So it was really cool, you know. For me, it was, you know, I don't like this thing like, oh, it was the first or something like that. You know, for me, it's great. You know, it's great. People just express themselves and not be like, you know.
Anybody who's ever seen a DJ Marky set can understand exactly what you're saying. For those who just, like, if you just peeped him on Twitch, I can't wait till things get better so you can see it in person. Like, from the day I've met you, from the first time I've seen you play in Philly, and we clicked immediately and stuff like that. But, like, you've always poured yourself immediately into the music. We had such a blast having a good time together, and it was easy to work with and have that synergy because you could feel that passion coming out. And even just speaking of your background of where that passion comes from and why this music has saved you, even when I traveled to Venezuela for the first time and then went to Brazil and Argentina, like, that was literally, as much as I've been around the world, I was probably the first time I actually stepped back and said to myself, wow, the Americans don't really know what a real hood looks like until you leave the country. Like, that was that was like when I've been all over the world, and that point I was like, okay, like, it's rough, you know what I'm saying? Like, a real struggle that people go through. So all these cats, like, I understand things are rough here in the States, and we've got other elements that play a part of that. But, like, like, you know what I'm saying, a situation where I look back, like, you guys don't realize how good you have it, you know what I mean, until you've been there. So to know that that's where you came from, and that's what's fueling this passion, this music saved you, not as a cliche, not as a cool thing to say as an artist, but like an actual passion and feeling that is blood from within, you know? Like, we really feel that. I see it in your music. Elside, like you've been, bro. We've had so many people come on here and talk your praises lately. Like it has just been like nonstop. Like this guy is the greatest guy that everybody needs to be talking about, man. So like, look, can you elaborate on that same thing about your background and the passion that pushes you?
Yeah, man. My passion started with my father. I grew up with good music in my house. My father loves reggae music and Brazilian samba and all the Brazilian stuff. So I started in drum and bass too late, you know. It's like 20.
It's never too
It's
late.
like on time, bro.
Yes,
It's never too late.
Too late.
Never too late.
2006, I think. 2006.
Okay.
Wow.
But I started listening to DJ Marky and compilation called Audio Architecture, I think.
Hey.
And he introduced me to the real drum and bass, like Dealing Job, Marcos Intellects, Q Project,
Gang, gang.
stuff like that. So man, that's my beginning, you know. So I started to produce like 2008, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So the rest is history, bro.
If you don't mind me sharing a quick story real quick. The first time I met Chap was in Vienna. And it just so happened that we was at a party together, this spot called the Roxy out there. And I went in with Paul SG. And
Wow.
we're out there chilling. And me and Chap meet for the first time. And Chap sees me and just literally goes, yo! I was like, yo, what's up, man? He was like, yo, first off, I want to say thank you for working with Elside, because you don't know how like Killer Transmissions is taking off in Brazil right now, and we are very thankful for this and that. And I'm like, yo, it's cool, because at the time I'm like, cool, you know, I know it's a good. I mean, it's beyond good and great at this.
It's a killer tune.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But
I mean, it's all right.
so yeah, exactly. So the rest of the story pretty much is I didn't understand it until he stopped playing what he was playing to throw Killer Transmissions on in the middle of the crowd, and they must have heard it for the first time or something, and it went off crazy. And he was trying to, no, it's really, you don't understand, man. It's really great. I'm like, oh. So
I think Killer Transmissions was the first tune that introduced me to the game. You know, Marky smashed this tune in Brazil, man. People really love that tune. So
I'm waiting for my royalties.
oh man! Ask Brian, bro. Ask Brian.
Quick, move on. Next subject. Change subject. Keep things peaceful. We were on such a good peaceful track. Let's just keep on.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, Killer Transmission is amazing tune, but when the track made step tune.
Yeah.
Oh, step
Wow.
tune, yeah.
Big tune.
Yes.
Step tune.
Big
you
tune.
know, right?
Anton, bro. Anton.
It's very hard for me because I'm waiting for another step tune.
Oh,
I want the funk. You know, the same funk's got Killer Transmission and the step tune.
Yeah, man.
Because Mike ran the movement. He translates. He's the only artist who translates me. He knows what I like. He knows what to do to
God amongst men, you guys.
to kill me.
Yeah.
And you know, and outside too. You know,
Yeah,
a lot of people saying like here in Brazil, oh yeah, Marky doesn't play my tunes, he just play outside tunes. I have this problem, yeah? I have this problem, this jealous.
Always.
And the thing is, yeah, I grew up on funk and soul.
Yes.
Funk and soul. Don't come with funny tunes, you know what I mean? Like GQ said, funny tunes, no way. You know, it needs to be funky, you know what I mean? It needs to be funk. You know,
Yeah, man.
that's what I want.
Step tune, proper funky tune, bro.
Oh, bless, man. Enough about me, guys. Today, though.
I was literally while y'all was talking. I was like, you're gonna have to give T.R.A.C his flowers. He ain't gonna take them. He will never take them. I yell at this fool literally twice a week. Like, dog, just take the compliment. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man.
real,
Step tune is an anthem. That's an anthem.
Yeah,
tune.
Oh, bless,
Yeah.
guys. Bless.
That and
But I
bad
think-
bonus right now are just like, whew.
Oh man, Bad Bonus is another killer, bro.
Guys, we have L-Side and Marky.
I'm just
in the
saying,
building,
damn.
along with Goldenchild.
There we go.
You know
But
what
I
mean?
think another L-side monster is me and JB. We chopped this up when it came out, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" Dreadlocks.
Wow.
Talk about it.
Yeah, I think this was released on Chronic Rollers, yeah?
Yeah,
Right.
Chronic Rollers.
Yeah, yes.
I
yes.
think that was like
I
number
don't-
2.
I have no clue what tune it is because I got like
Yeah, man, you play this tune. You play
200,
it.
300 outside tunes.
Yes.
Imagine.
Yes, man. Marky played this tune on the radio in São Paulo called 97. Yeah.
Wow.
Sheesh.
wow.
Marky smashed this tune.
Okay.
Dreadlocks.
Oh,
Dreadlocks.
I
Killer
remember.
tune.
Yeah, I remember now. Dreadlocks.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, between the two of y'all, you could just mention a record and everybody just go crazy at this point. You know what I mean?
Closer?
Like, L-Side's got 2 bangers with Fats that I love to death. You know what I mean? Of course, the High Times, and then there's the other
High
one with
Times.
the proper
Step
dub.
a
break.
Dub.
Yeah, Step a Dub is like,
Yes.
I can't stop. I literally can't stop. Yes, some Subconscious brings up the Mr. Dabalina, which was a big bootleg for like a whole
Wow.
year.
Oh man,
Yes,
that was
know what I
bad.
mean?
I love that
smash.
bootleg, man.
Yeah, there is an absolute proper funk coming out of you guys, and I want to just bring it back. So like the whole Brazilian development into drum and bass, like you guys are a really nice community, man, and I'm getting to know everybody because everybody's been reaching out. Shouts to Critical Dub and all those dudes, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys
David is
considerably
wicked.
close to each other, or you guys are like a little spread out, or is it like?
David lives a little bit far, but L-Side's living further. He lives very far. Really?
Yes, very far.
L-Side
Yes.
lives he lives like an hour and a
Yes,
bit
1
from
hour.
my house.
Yes.
An hour from my house.
Yes.
So I live in the south side now. L-Side live in the east side, deep east, deep east. Critical Dub lives in Diadema. It used to be quite a rough area, but a lot of great football players is just came from Diadema,
Nice.
from this place. But it's not far. Fabio Sharp, he used to live close to
Okay.
Yes,
outside.
5 minutes from here.
Yeah. Andy lives close to my old house on the
Shout out to
east
DJ
side
Andy.
as well.
Mhm.
DJ Andy. Dunk lives not far from me. Yeah, Dunk lives not far from me. MSG lives on the east side as well. Pretty much all the main drum and bass community came from the east side. You know, drum and bass jungle. He born on the east side, and I was back in the day I used to work in a record shop,
Okay.
and I used to, and I was playing in the clubs, and at the time I was when, I used to play. When I used to play like hip hop, I used to play more funk hip hop, like Big Daddy Kane and Set It Off, that kind of vibe. Set It Off, and the Chub Rock, and the
Marky.
Roxanne Shante, Go On Girl, that kind of a beat.
The bouncy shit, right?
Yeah, it's the more funk. And all the black people, all the black boys here, they all used to call me white guy.
What?
Because for them here is kind of a segregate kind of vibe, you know what I mean? Because if you play hip hop, it needs to be like slow beat, like
Yes.
like it's very slow beat.
Like Chub Rock.
Yeah, because it was up tempo, kind of up tempo. It was more vibe, it was more funk.
They didn't want to move
like,
that
people
fast.
like, no, this is not us. So people used to see me as a white boy. It's quite funny. I used to go to listen, like, because I grew up listening Houdini.
That was the WAP days for us, man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Wow.
It's a very funny. It's a very funny.
They was
It's
like,
very
Marky,
funny.
stop playing that new wave shit real quick now.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
He's gonna find a way to sneak that shit in there.
they think like, a lot of people think like, oh, was these stuff like, the Set It Off and Golden Girl and the more faster stuff. Young MC, they was thinking like it was like a white Playboy club music. Because you can dance, it's just like you can. And I was just like, no, you have no idea. It's the same when I start playing, when I played De La Soul and some stuff like, from A Tribe Called Quest. So only after years and years, when this tune is always old, everybody was just like, oh yeah, no, now I like it. now we like it.
Everybody retro.
Yeah.
But because of that, I start playing house and techno, and but I want the melodies. But when in the 90s, when I discovered like the rave music, it was a big transformation in my life, because I had the synths, but I had the piano as well, and the piano is very uplifting. Everybody, ah!
So did the rave come to you, or did you go to the rave?
Yeah, no. It came to me, all the tunes.
Okay.
The first tune I fell in love was Enjoy Anthem, then after Alternate and Bizarre Inc. And so I started playing all the stuff.
Talk about the real shit too around that time.
Yeah, okay.
But the thing is, I was the only. It was me and another friend of mine. We was the only DJ play this stuff in Brazil. And who used to come to see me play this stuff? Pachief. Colorado,
shut up, Pachief.
DJ Andy, all the guys. They like new guys,
Right.
so they grew up listening to me playing all these tunes. Then I just moved. Then when hardcore finished and moved to jungle, I keep on jungle, and a lot of people moved to techno, like Carl Cox did, because Carl Cox used to play hardcore and a little bit jungle. Then he moved to techno, so I just moved to jungle.
Guy called Gerald as well, yeah.
So everybody used to come to see me playing in the clubs. And XRS as well, and
XRS shouts to
you were a turntablist over the hip hop stuff as well too. So you just naturally migrated that skill over to D&B.
No, really, I was never being a turntablist, because if you think about it, my scratch is fucking shit. It's terrible.
No, it's not. Stop. Stop. Do you hear this?
Literally asking him.
Do you hear this?
Like this every night.
This guy got the excuse, bro.
I feel like a clown, sometimes doing. A lot of people say, "Oh,
Hey, chat, tell this man he's crazy, chat. He's
Emojis for Marky, y'all. Emojis for Marky, right quick.
No, you look what Shortcut does. What Shortcut does. What Cubit does. These guys is
okay,
really
but you're literally naming the best of the best people. Like, look, there's no doubt about it. When it comes to turntablism and drum and bass, it's like Craze, you, and we can keep talking. Like hype. I'm sorry, but like, you know what I mean?
The thing is, I heard a tape of DJ Hype in when the drum and bass compilation came out, like Drum and Bass Selection Volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Danny to watch out. Sorry,
Number one, the first one, and I heard that he's doing a scratch, and I was thinking like, oh, maybe I can do this, but the upside down turntable came in when my old agency, Coda, they planning to do a tour called the Forefront Tour. Was me, Andy C, DJ Zinc, and Ronnie Sock. Yeah, it was called the Forefront Tour, and it was me and Stum. It was Zinc, me and Stamina, Ronnie and Dinah, GQ and Andy. And the lineup, and Zinc is a bad boy DJ, right? He's a bad boy DJ. He said, I'll play first. I just like, come on, Ben.
Zinc will bury a lot of people, man.
He's like, no, I'll do the warm-up. And I was just like, fucking hell, okay. So the lineup was Zinc first, then me,
Woo!
then Andy, then Ronnie. And when I was the only one that had like a very tiny field to play, because at the time people don't give me tunes. They don't want to give me tunes because they thinking like, oh, we're gonna give it tunes to this foreigner, you know,
right?
And it's mashing it, you know.
What a lineup!
You know, if we're talking,
like, let's put Marky in the middle.
Yeah, if I talk the deep stories, man, you guys gonna be shocked. But anyways, I'm not gonna talk that. You know, so we did. So they planning this tour. It was like, I don't know about. We did like, I don't know, like kind of a 10 gigs or something like that. So it was something like 8 or 10 gigs. And the first one, I remember because Andy has the weapons, you know what I mean? He has the weapons and he was going to play after me and he was going to kill me. And I said, you know what, man? I need to do something here.
Something special.
I need to do something special here because otherwise I'm going to be just another DJ.
The guy who went before Andy.
There was a guy before, you know,
Yeah,
before Andy. And the GQ, and I was playing, and I had a few weapons because at the time I was hanging out with Marcus Intellect all the time, and me and Marcus we create a group of producers. It was me, Marcus and ST Faust, Future Car, Caliber. So then we start receiving demos from few guys from Cambridge. One guy is now named Newton and Logistics Comics.
So you had some heat on you. You had some heat on you.
Other new guys called Sonic and Silver and
Green Team.
Yeah. So we had like, you know, then we had Total Science and digital and Spirit.
Oh,
so I was
Thank you, Golden.
What?
I had no tunes.
So I had a few tracks.
A
few good tracks that no one has it.
These
That
sprinkle names all over.
You just named an entire set.
His names.
Guys, imagine, right? This is like when I had these tunes, everybody was playing Dillinger, like Nasty Ways and some absolutely bangers. That's when Andy has all the back company.
Yeah,
and
shit was
Russian
dark. Shit was dark back then.
True.
Yeah.
You know, imagine like when, you know, Ed Russian Optical made the Dr. Shade and all the album, the Puerto Rico thing, and As We Roll. That's a pure tunes.
I get it.
That's a pure tunes.
Straight punch in the mouth.
On fire. Everybody's on fire, yeah. And
the way Andy's playing them too, not just that.
And also High Contrast was on our crew as well. So I was having like a lot of great musical stuff. I had like some real music, and I was said to GQ. Then on a party, the first one was in Brighton, and then GQ came and GQ hugged me, and I said, "Look, watch me now," and I turned the deck upside down. When I turned the deck upside down, and the Zinc, Ronnie, everybody, the promoters, the crowd, all like, what the fuck is going on here? And everybody said, do it again. I just like, no.
Nice.
No.
No replay.
And then it's like, GQ grabbed them, do it again. And just like, no. And I run I run, like I run, and it was absolutely great moment. It was so cool. It was so cool. But Andy played a great set. He smashed it. Everybody smashed it. But at least everybody was talking about me. Then it was really nice. It was really cool. It was really cool. But that's a little weapon I had. I was,
I'd say it's beyond a little weapon, but yeah, we could run with little weapon tonight amongst a rat pack must I add of drum and bass.
I think it's because I felt like it's when I felt like they wants to compete, but I don't want to be part of that game. I just, like I said, no, I'm out of the game. So then we did this, I did this, I think it was 6 or 8 shows. And we did these shows. Then I was just decided that I said, like, no, music come first. Yeah, and this is my passion. And every single gig I was playing, just roll it out, people going crazy. And on the end of the night, I'm playing the last tune, and the promoter comes and, oh, you're not gonna take the deck upside down. And I was just like, no, fucking hell. And so people became obsessed, like, for me to take the deck upside down all the time. So I started, like, not enjoying anymore.
It became too easy, pretty much.
Not enjoying, because for me, it's the most, I want to touch people's heart from the music.
You were
music come first.
Definitely still doing that, bro.
So what did he do?
Just to be safe, you know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't an issue whatsoever ever that I've been around. That's for sure.
And then all of a sudden, the record played by itself without the table. But we ain't gonna touch on that right there.
That's the same. That's the same. For example, if you play a track, and Armanni knows, if you play with me, you don't expect that I'm gonna play the same set.
Good.
Never.
If we do, like, I don't know, 10 dates, don't expect me the first night is gonna be the same as the second.
And I loved it.
Forget about it,
dude. We went on tour, bro. We went on tour. I think that, like, there are shows that you've had to grind out with people. I'm not naming no names because that's not really what this is about. But there are some shows you have to grind out. I have never once not had the best time ever playing with
Marky.
Like, it's I don't even know how to explain it, really. People have asked me, yo, what's your favorite set you've done with Marky? I couldn't possibly name one because they're like, all of them, they're blurred together as just one fantastic time. I don't know how they started, how they ended. I just know we went balls to the wall from the second you touched the decks to the second it was over, and smiled like a motherfucker afterwards. Like, that's people ask me, like, oh man, how's Marky? I'm like, Marky's one of my favorite people in the world. He's the same energy, the same positive light every time he smiles. Like, Brucey, yeah! And I'm just like, yes, I fucking love you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always been, you know what I mean? You can feel how much you love this music, how much you love the people, how much you want to give out. You pour that out, and it spreads out to everyone you're connected to, even the people.
I like to surprise the crowd, surprise the crowd, surprise the MC, surprise myself, and I like to take chances and I play tracks that people don't even expect. Like other day, even on the live shows, even on a live show, I was doing a live show other day. Yeah, I think Sean was there, Goldenchild, and I was just playing some tunes, and I was playing, like, I think it was a Halogenics tune, and I came with a Lunar Bass by Original Andy C and them out, and the whole chat was just pumping,
went crazy,
it was just pumping non-stop. And that day, I made like $300 just because I played the Lunar Bass, and everybody, it came out of the blue. I was just like, I'm gonna play Lunar Bass now,
and that was it.
I'm gonna play Lunar Bass, and it killed it, and it was very funny because when I played, I was playing here in my home, and I felt like people, like, kind of hugging me when I play the tune. Even the tune is not mine, but it was so cool. Like, everybody was surprised. It was absolutely amazing. I love this reaction. I don't like that reaction and play one tune and then play another. Then like 60 seconds of one tune and 60 seconds of other.
That minute business.
That's not what I'm not that kind of DJ. if I have to be one of these DJs, I need to find another job.
coming off of that vibe, Goldenchild. Like, and it's a kind of a two-part question, but like, how long have you been DJing?
Shit, since I was 15.
All his life.
All the way, man. I try to resonate that what Marky is like. I'm not copying him, but I have the same energy because all the music that I play, that I choose to play, it comes from with me, and it's like, yo, this has to be better. The tune that I'm playing has to be better than the last tune, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, Golden's particular, man. Golden's
No,
real
I mean,
particular.
MCs are the same way, dog. If I write a rhyme, I want the next one to be better than the last.
I'm very particular with the music, especially nowadays, because a lot of the tunes are just like, they all sound same-ish.
Say word.
So you have to have like a certain ear for that stuff. But yeah, man, like everything, the whole thing resonates from the soul and the funk for me, and hip hop, of course, because that's my
We'll
heart.
put that in the soul funk category.
For
sure.
For sure, because and like on my Monday nights, like, and I got to keep talking about it because I love doing my Monday nights, even over my drum and bass nights right now, because it's like I get lost within 15 minutes of the show. Then all of a sudden I'm just like bam, 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 playing all these tunes, and then I'm just taking you on a journey of music, of feelings, of angst, of love, and that's the main reason why I do it, is to express love, because that's the message in the music.
Right.
It's love.
And the reason why I made that a two-part question, and this second part we can extend to everybody else, is knowing that you guys, the reason why you do it and for how long you've been doing it. We've talked to a lot of DJs who have kind of lost that love in the middle of this pandemic because they can't play live shows anymore. And no matter how much we preach to them, hey man, why don't you just hop on Twitch? Like, I don't have any followers, I don't feel like that. I'm just like, it's not about that. Just get on and feel that release. And I was wondering if you guys can explain that. Do you feel that, whether you had a bunch of people following you or not, because it didn't start that way for everyone, right? You know, you hopped on Twitch,
No,
and it's like
it was
nobody,
hard,
you know what I mean? So yeah, explain that process, like how that goes to maybe encourage a bunch of other people. There's a bunch of people in the chat right now. Atlanta DJ Collective, who does a lot, and they've been doing it since the beginning of the pandemic, so follow them as well. But yeah, I mean, just explain that process, the three of you, like how have you felt? Has that given you a piece of something back?
I feel like, first of all, I've met some great people on Twitch, like very supportive, always there, talk to me like I'm a person, and there's nothing. It's just Twitch is a place where you can freeform everything. There's nobody telling you, oh, you have to play this way. Oh no, they want you to play this. No, you can just show whatever you have, whatever is about you, you can do it, and it's amazing. Like you do like Armanni, you do the chat, and you also play games. You know, that's a little bit about you. And you talk and you have fun, you joke, and that's what it's about. But to get the followers is a little bit tricky because you have to jump in other people's chats, be cool. It's kind of like promoting
real life,
yourself,
man.
like in real life. But
We all at the club, and some people don't belong in the VIP, trying to make friends. You know how that goes.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like, you know, you go in the chat and you cool. If you're cool with people and you say, hey, what's up, blah 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 blah, all of a sudden they're following you. Then all of a sudden, you know, you go into another chat and then they're following you, and then all of a sudden it's like this.
It's a gang
whole
of
big
crew.
community, gang of crew that you have created. You know, it's like when Marky came on here, that shit was automatic. It was like 100 plus 200 viewers, blah, 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 blah. You know, but Elsa, for me and Elside, you know, I was like, yo, Elside had set up your stuff. He asked me a couple of things. I got you, and I had the community on Twitch chime in on him, and I was like, "Yo, this is the guy." Elside
Oh
is
my
that
God.
dude. He's doing stuff on V recordings and all this stuff. You gotta watch out for him. And then all of a sudden, they started jumping into his chat.
What
And
an
then you started just
introduction.
following him.
What was that like for
Man.
you? What was that like for you, outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's like Twitch is like a family for me now because during the pandemic times, we can spread love and making friends and making some money also.
Yeah.
As well. And man, I need to play my tunes. You know, I've been making too much tunes, so I was thinking how I can play my tunes. And Goldenchild introduced me to Twitch. Hey, outside, jump on Twitch, man. I can help you. I can help you with some things and introduce you to my people. And man, now we are like one family. You know.
Strong community being built online.
Yes,
and,
man.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's important too that you guys helped each other out because there are a lot of people who started this thing and didn't help people. There are people who asked like, "Hey man, how do I do this?" Because not for nothing, navigating OBS and getting everything to work is not an easy thing to
It's
do at
hard.
first.
It's not easy.
And
It's
if no
hard.
one
It's
tells you
hard.
anything, you're gonna look. We changed this podcast a million times. Like before we got to this illustrious setup, there were a lot of there's a lot of hiccups along the way to even get it to work. You know what I mean? And there's still some
Right.
things we're working out and trying to make better and improving upon. But that's the game for anything, right? You know. But
Right.
if I had to have people help me, I had TC hit me up like, "Hey man, you need this and this." But there were,
R.I.P.T..
no, yes, R.I.P.T.
Oh,
My bad.
it's the other T.
I
My
meant-
bad.
I meant TC,
You
the
meant
producer.
the other TC.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Lord.
You know what I mean? I was like, wait, what? Breaking news on Roti and Poutine. Yeah, no, like he's a super homie, and he had to come out and help out with a few things, and we've had a couple people just like reach out. So that's really dope that you've been helping people. Like, and it's funny too because it doesn't matter who you are, whether you're Elside or Marky. If you don't know, you don't know. You know, so
Right.
Yeah.
it's dope.
But what an introduction for a lot of people to like go to an L-side page and be like, yo, what is this and why do I like it so much? You know what I mean? Like L-side represents to me the future and the preservation of what drum and bass means in the long
Wow.
scope of things.
Yeah, man.
You
Wow.
are. It is something like I wanted to ask Marky as well, but it's like I don't know if anybody saw what was coming. Like, again, we mentioned Fatigue. We got Alibi, who was everywhere. Andre's had a moment.
Sheesh.
This wasn't planned, but like your effect, whether you know it, is going through continents and huge continents of people who love what you do. So what I was trying to figure out is how did it launch out of Brazil the way it did? It launched like a rocket. It wasn't like, we're talking like LK. All of a sudden, oh my God, everybody wants to be Brazilian after LK. To this day, actually, everybody wants to be Brazilian to this day because
Absolutely.
of LK.
Yes.
It's like that was the most definitive absolutely I've ever heard. Valiant ain't said shit this whole time. Yeah, absolutely. I
It's
definitely.
like Brazil. Oh, it's got to be good. I mean,
Yeah.
I just feel like there's generally like a sense of like anything that comes out of Brazil is worth a second look, like, no
Right.
matter what. And it's not to take away from what's coming out of the UK or anywhere else. It's just that it seems like there's a certain X factor that comes out of music from Brazil that is, I don't want to say it's missing from music that comes from other places, but it definitely has a distinct flavor profile. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit different than everything else. And like, I think one of the things that people find themselves drawn to, and L-Side's music in particular, because he's in the conversation right now, is there's a certain blend of different aspects of drum and bass that everyone kind of loves. And it's kind of, there's like a little something for everybody, all within the span of one tune. If that makes any sense. And there's a lot of producers that aren't doing that, especially now that tunes have gotten shorter with technology and stuff like that. And I feel like, honestly, a lot of producers kind of phone it in half the time because they're expected to produce a certain amount of music. And it's almost like they have a quota, maybe for themselves or from their labels or whatever. But there's a lot of really good producers out there that are putting out music that is actually below their own standard. It seems like the music that Elside is putting out, and a lot of producers from Brazil are putting out, is not below their own standard. It's constantly sort of raising the bar just a little bit every time.
It's like what's the throwaway for these guys at this point? Throwaways are all probably on fire too as well. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to speak for
What's
you
a
guys.
shitty Elside tune?
Yeah, I'm not gonna speak for you guys, but Marky, you know, maybe you can jump right off of this and lead into Outside if you guys want. But there's an undeniable amount of soul. You can't fake that. You know what I'm saying? That's not something you do to be a producer. That comes out of your sweat and pores. You know what I mean? When you talk to Marky about a tune he produced and you say, "Yo, this is dope," and he goes, "Yeah, it's sexy as fuck." Like that's that's the mission. Am I right? Am I tripping? You know?
No, you're right. To be honest, yeah, I was just thinking of Valiant said. It's just like when he said about the new tracks, like it's shorter. You know, this is when he said that it was, you know, it's just hit my head because today I was with my kid in the car and we listened PFM Western.
Oh fuck!
Wow.
Well, that's like
Banger.
eight and a half minutes, right?
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh my God, Dad, this tune, you know, he's 15 years old, and he said like, Dad, this tune has got like a kind of a progression. It's so nice when the guitar comes and goes and comes back, and you just mentioned today about this, and that's something that I miss so much in music.
I mean, there's something to be said to both sides of it. I mean, there are a lot of tunes out there that even at the modern length of 4 to 5 minutes sometimes feel too long. No, hold on. Listen.
No, I'm not hating. Look, we've had different variations of this conversation. We've had different variations of this conversation literally this entire pandemic, so it's fine.
There are tunes though that like back in the day that were very long that I definitely think could have used a couple minutes. Look, okay, like a very good example is Brown Paper Bag. Okay. That's a very long tune. But a lot of people don't realize that's a pretty long tune, and you could have taken a minute or two off that tune without a problem and not lost anything. So not all music takes advantage of its time span. You know what I mean? So you're right. The Western progressed. That's one of my favorite tunes ever. That, in fact, the Conrad mix of that tune is what inspired me to MC in the first place. So,
wow.
You know, that tune is incredible. But there were a lot of tunes that also just were. It was like the first 2 minutes of the tune on loop.
You should name them all.
But yes, I miss that too. But at the same time, there is something to be said for tunes that are. I mean, if you look at like that Shy FX album, all those tunes are like 3.5 minutes long,
which is crazy.
And they're made for like listeners. They're not really made for DJs. It's made for like home
listening. Yeah.
So there's like a different experience when it comes to home listeners. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know. It's quite crazy for me. It's quite crazy.
You're conflicted?
I like the idea to have a song.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Grander body of work. Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
It's the same like, you know, if I listen one track of this album here. One sec. Let me get it here. Very quick.
As Marky reaches into his lovely library of records.
It's the same if I pick up one track from this album.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on.
Right?
Talk about it. Talk about it.
As it's 7 minutes. I don't want to hear 3 minutes of this tune.
No, nothing under there. No.
That's
Not a single record.
And that's my counter to that too. And like I said, we've been having different variations of this conversation.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not just even about the long tune, but the way music is consumed lately, the way it's being promoted, the way it's being marketed, and it's affecting the way you create it. That people aren't making whole albums anymore. They're not investing the time into creating long pieces of art, and fear that we're going to have conversations like this that you don't want to hear it. So you're right, Marky. And to be fair, V is on the same tip too, depending on the thing. But we have also had very much learned how to talk on a podcast. We've also very much had discussions about how I wish that we can get back into more substance, longer tunes, more complete albums, and sell it that way instead of just trying to pump out 3-minute singles every 5 seconds. There's a place for that. I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I remember when I started making tracks with XRS, and he used to make tracks like 16 minutes long.
Wow.
16. And I said, like, okay, we can make music together, but we need to cut for 6 minutes.
I've got people with 16-minute albums.
I said, 16. And I said, like, no, let's cut. Let's make shorter to 6 minutes. And every time we making music, it was like, I said to him as well, I said, it has to be funk, you know. That's where we grew up. It has to be funk. So when we start the first tunes, we try to kind of copy the UK sound. It was a completely disaster. It was disaster. Then a certain day, I was in the studio and I said, like, look, I go back to home and I'm gonna get a few samples. So back home, you know, I drove from his house to mine. It was like around 35 minutes at the time. So I drove back home. So I was listening a few tracks, a few old tracks, and then I just picked up this record for my mom and dad, and it had this guitar. And I was just like, I think I can do something with that. So I recorded the record on a mini disc. And I start chopping.
For you kids out there.
Yeah. And I had like 2 mini discs, and I'll start chopping the samples on a mini disc. You know, chopping the samples on a mini disc. And then I picked up a few drum loops. One of the drum loops was, of course, it was Billie Jean, because we got a clean beat in the beginning. Right. So cut the Billie Jean, and I put another layers, and I bring it to the studio. XRS was the master on a computer, and I was sending it. Then I was like working with him, and I was like doing the arrangement and stuff, and what we put it in and put it out, and then he plays a little bit keys and stuff like that. So, but when we did this track, and the first time when we did the track, we played a little bit for Pachif, and he likes a lot, and we called Pachif's team, and that was not even LK we called. But when we made the track, and you know, the rest is a big story, but when we made the track, what I was trying to imagine see a lot of bundas in front of me, you know. I want to see some
You're good.
You know.
We're good. It's fine.
The views and the display.
Yeah, no, we got it.
And it's very hard, because since then, I always, all the music I made, I tried to make for women. I imagine women on the dance floor. I don't want to make music for
the dudes.
Boys, you know?
Yeah, Marky.
But it was a very, you know, it was a very funny process of the LK thing, especially because when I gave it to Marcus was the first guy I heard it, and him and ST Files, and they started like fighting because ST Files liked it, but Marcus didn't. It was it was too different.
Oh,
Who
wow.
ended up doing a really dope
Absolutely
remix to that record?
crazy.
Wow, yeah, we got in that part. So pretty much, yeah. Then I'm back home. I said to XRS, I'm not gonna make tunes anymore because I'm a terrible producer, and I just wanna play music, just keep my DJ career. So then I flew back home. Then I flew back to Miami to the Winter Music Conference, and which was a completely disaster party as well. Anyway, it was a completely disaster, and it was a crazy party. Anyways, then Brian is just knocked my door, and he said like, "Yeah, I know you got some tune." And I was just like, "No, I don't have enough."
Come on, Marky.
You got tune. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Well
Give
done,
it to
Marky.
me. Come on, walk one. Ja. And I was just like, I don't have a tune.
I love how everyone's impression.
Everyone!
Right, you heard like
Every-
5 different
Sounds just like Ryan.
But Darrison is the champion. Darrison is the champion.
Darrison is the champion.
Yes.
Darrison is the champion. Yeah.
And he's the champion. Then pretty much I said, you know what, take this bloody CD, I don't want it, And when he heard okay, so then I came back home to Brazil, and after like 2 months I flew back to the UK, and at the time a lot of people not talking to me or not giving me tunes. They see me as like a enemy kind of vibe. And suddenly my phone is ringing every single DJ. Oh, I need this tune. Can I cut it? Can I cut it? Can I cut it? I'm just like, what the hell? Then suddenly, everybody was talking. Then suddenly I got a phone call from Goldie. And Goldie, I was just like...
I really want to know how that conversation
The
went.
conversation between Goldie and Marky.
I was like, wait, what?
He was
Back
like,
then.
Then he was like... I was just like... excuse me? Like, I don't understand what you're talking about. Who are you? Okay, it's got it. It was like, it was absolutely crazy. And everybody was like, phoning me. And it was insane. It was insane. And suddenly, I was on the top of the pops, sharing the room with Neptunes.
Yeah.
And it was too mad.
Who kind of dabbled in drum and bass a little bit, the Neptunes.
Yeah, it was a too mad because I think like it was not proposal. We just did the track. I said, look to XRS, so let's try to do something different. But we did the right track in the right time, and it's so many people like come to me and said like, oh, thank you so much, because this track it brought me into drum and bass. Oh, this track is the track of my life. Oh my god, it's just so many compliment from all around the world. And I licensed the tune from all around the world. Everybody knows me for the track. And so at some point I was flying to I don't know, when I played in Dubai. And the people said like, who are you? Oh, I'm Marco, I'm from Brazil. Oh, Ronaldo. And everybody say Ronaldo. Then at some point they start saying like, oh, I know your music. I know your tune.
Facts.
I know your music. Then I was just like, oh, this is really cool. This is very sweet. And but yeah, me and XRS, we always try to make like kind of that. After that, we just try to make like sexy tunes, and in our way,
Right.
in our own mind is sexy, but when people hear it's just a drum and bass track, well, when Mayday it seems like
I don't think there's a single person in this room or in the chat that isn't like grinning ear to ear listening to that story. like that was fantastic. Thank you for that. Good night, folks.
Like I said before, though, I just think it's funny how everybody that does an impression of Brian, no matter how bad the impression is, you know exactly who it is.
Who are we talking about?
I think that the good thing about Brian is he's got
years.
Yes.
And trust me, he signed a Moby Gold
Mm-hmm.
when Moby made Go. He signed everybody. The only problem is, he signed all my boys, isn't it?
Yeah.
He signed all my boys.
Yeah.
That's the only problem. Even some people say, some new producers from Brazil send me a track. I just like, oh, I want this track. Oh no, it's signed from V. I just like, really?
Brian saw it and went for it.
He's taking a piss. You know what I mean? I was just like,
Brian speaking all the new producers, bro.
Viva Brazil. As soon as you hear Brazil, it's like send him over.
He's taking everybody. He's taking everybody. It's just like, we're from Brazil? Okay, come with me.
He's got to come on. We got to have him on the show.
Yeah, we got to. Oh, yeah, we'll figure it out.
You got to give it to Brian, man. In many ways,
yes.
He's giving. Brazil is giving drum and bass new life again.
Absolutely.
In a lot of ways.
Not even in a lot of ways. It's absolutely deliberate. It's absolutely in your face, and you don't know why you're dancing, but you really like this record a lot. And then you find out that it's nobody. You thinking it's from dude from Bristol, Birmingham. You going through all the. Then you go, no, this is from a whole nother country, and they doing it. I'm not. Let me not go that far because I don't want nobody looking for me later on. But I'm gonna say that
we do this every week, dog. It's fine.
Yeah. But I just wanted to say that the impact, like I'm sure there's gonna be there's got to be a couple books written about this at some point about what Brazil did for drum and bass at a time it did become stagnant, and how much life was put back into the music itself. You know what I mean? Like straight up from young to old and to now, to be honest, and that's no hate against anything else. I just know when I hear certain names now, I can't wait to see what the new record is. You know what I mean?
But there's a very funny thing. Like I remember when Rohan from Basebin, he had his label, it was an Irish label, and I used to play for him a lot. And he came to me, he said, like, Marky, I signed this guy, but I know you're gonna steal him from me. So what I'm gonna do is, he said, look at what he said. He said, look, I'm gonna put it out 2 singles of this guy. Then I'll let him do him. I'll let him do his thing, and I'm gonna know you're gonna sign him straight away. And I received this record. It's one record that was Stars in the Dark, and another one is got this other track called Time to Rock by this guy's Randy Movement. And when I was listening that tracks, and I was connected straight away with what Mike did it, and I think his tunes it sounds so funky and it's so good, the samples, and when I played his music, most of the people who loves his music was Brazilian.
Wow.
All the Brazilians were so connected with his music.
He's a big Stevie fan himself.
It was a very weird thing because when I played in Brazil, it was just a blow away straight away. And I remember the DJs like Caliber came into Brazil and they saw me playing Mike tunes, and he's like, "What is this tune?" I said, like, "Oh, I sent it to you before." And he's like, but the reaction of the people, Caliber, Marcus, everybody, like Dr. as well, everybody. But the reaction of the people in Brazil, when hear Mike's tunes, everybody was just start falling in love for Mike in the UK. It was a very funny thing. Instead, like his music became popular in the UK, it became popular in Brazil, then in the UK.
It happens, man.
It's a very crazy way, isn't it? It's a very crazy.
One of the most. He has a really gifted ear. He makes simple sound fucking amazing. I don't know how he does that, but you can't copy what he does.
No, he's a genius.
It's another level.
Yes.
No,
he's a genius.
Yeah, I got mad respect for, of course I was happy. My story with Steptune, first time hearing it, I'm coming back from DC, and I don't want to, well, I'll tell it real quick. A friend of mine gave me like because these stories, I've been revealing too much about some of these stories, bro. I want everybody to know track is
We're
hard.
on a podcast. This is what
All right. I'm hard. So long short, a friend of mine's gave me this little piece of the edible, like a cake, but he told me with the little piece, yo, just take a piece of it. And I'm looking at the thing like, what do you mean, right? So I jump on the bus because I decided to take the bus back because I wanted the long ride to listen to music. And at that same point in time, Mike hits me up, Random Movement hits me up and goes, yo, so I want you to check this out. I just got the new Dre headphones when they was in and everything. And I'm sitting in the joint and I downloaded while I'm on this ride. And I was trying to figure out why people like these headphones so much. All I'm going to tell you is at some point of the ride, I went, oh, because what Mike's engineering skills made you like, they were probably better than the Dre headphones, to be honest. I just remember that I played Steptune about 20 million times on the way home, and I wrote him like pretty much a story worth of a message about how good they sounded in the headphones and how good the song is, and I can't wait for of course I was pretty much gone already, I was pretty much
got it.
I was
elevated.
Elevated to a level of like I thought I was music personally. You know what I mean?
This song hit a little different.
And I think he may have just got a giggle over it, but the quality and the know-how, even like with Living with a Dream, there's something about how he puts it all together that I have. There's not a lot of people in that category that can put songs, that can make it sound like, oh man, it's that shit. You know what I mean? It's this thing right here that you can't describe, but and he throws it into your heart, and you gotta react. You gotta react.
I don't know about y'all, but I feel like we should play a piece of music now. Like it's just
let's play some
feel
shit.
inspired. I feel inspired to play music.
Play some shit.
You guys feel inspired to play music? It's fine. I'll just make the decision.
Yeah, why?
No, it's fucking hell. It's a layup. God damn it! It's called a volley. Anyway, let's. Now we've got a lot of music to play tonight, so we're gonna start with something. I want to see which one we're gonna jump to first because there's a lot of really beautiful music to play tonight that I'm excited to play for you. But let me see, which one should we go with first? Marky, why don't we start with the thing you just sent me? You want to do there? You want to start there, or you want to start somewhere else?
Yeah, no, it's fine. If you want to start with Said and Done.
Yeah, talk about this tune.
This track, this is a collaboration between me and Hugh Hardy, and Hugh Hardy he was doing this EP for Hospital Records called Learning to Fly, which is a beautiful. I really recommend everyone to check his EP because it's beautiful. It's a beautiful piece of music, and so he just phoned me, and the beginning of the pandemic. To be honest, I was a bit down, and he said like, oh, what do you think about we doing a track? I was just like, okay, cool, let's try to do it. I'm supposed to go to Bristol because he lives in Bristol. In other words, bloody Bristol. That's it's like Detroit, isn't it? It's like in Detroit, every single corner's got a musician.
Right.
In Bristol, every single corner's got a drum and bass producer.
That's right.
It's absolutely ridiculous. And so yeah. Anyways, we just end up doing online. He plays some chords, and I did a little arrangement. Send it to him. Then he had the idea to invite Simone to do the vocals. Simone, she's a really great vocalist. She's Harry Bryson's from Paula and Bryson's. She's like a girlfriend of Harry, and she's got a beautiful voice. She's doing like
really beautiful voice.
So much good stuff. So and the result is
This beautiful music here.
Yeah. So let's give it a whirl. This one is called "Said and Done," and this is out now, right?
out now. It's out now.
Yeah, you can go.
on
You can go.
Hospital Records.
There you go. So go peep this. Well, don't leave yet. You can listen to it right here and stay here for a bit, and then when we're done, never mind. Here's the tune.
What happened?
Roti and Poutine every single Thursday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are here.
Mind communicators, got nothing left for me. Goodbye. Like a boy, your shit talking. Get going, no time for.
Up. Let's try that again. Do a little pull up. I don't know what happened there. We're gonna do it again. We do it right or we don't do it at all, ladies and gentlemen. Pull up! Not sure what happened there, but it's okay.
This is the way we roll here.
Somebody talk while we get this on. Oh, there's a plan or what? You can hear us. I don't know what happened.
I played this tune on my most recent episode of The Prophecy. If you want to go click that link and check it.
Wow, what happened here?
I don't know where'd Track go. He's hiding.
He dips every single time.
Pee-pee break.
Come on, what happened here?
Technical difficulties. No one has a story to pass the time.
Oh, there's like 700 of you. You guys can talk while I figure this out.
Doop 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 doop.
Don't do doop.
I know. I'm sorry. That's so lame.
You know everybody can hear you, right?
It's been a long day. Yeah, I know.
That's been a long day. We're looking good in Georgia, though. Let me just try to figure out where this is, and we should be all goody. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. We will sort this out.
What happened?
I don't know. We had
That's
to
true.
because the whole thing.
We have
shut
dead
down.
air.
Yeah,
MJ's correct.
I know we have dead air. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can you guys spark a conversation while I try to figure this out, ladies and gentlemen?
I was walking up the block one day.
No. Jesus Christ. Real professional.
What are you eating?
Yo, so outside.
Thank
outside.
Where'd he go?
Where is
See, right when you want to ask him something, he
Where'd he go?
leaves. He knew.
Well, Golden.
Wow.
What do you miss right now in New York, man? What do you miss in the city being out and about?
You know, I got to tell you, man, I miss working. I miss work. I miss making money, bro. I really miss that shit. I miss seeing a lot of people. That's number one. You know, hanging out with you,
That's my music.
hanging out with everybody else. I would, play music. You know,
Hey,
is everything on?
No.
Golden, somebody in the
Yeah.
chat. Somebody in the chat asked what brought you to drum and bass to begin with.
Golden?
Yeah.
What brought me to drum and bass? Yo, honestly, For Hero, Prodigy, those sounds changed my life. And then when I kept on listening, and then when I heard Bookham sets, blew my mind.
Was there like a first mixtape or anything like that you remember? Like it was like the first. Oh man, because I remember my first mixtapes, and like the tapes I used to like burn out, like that Diesel Boy tape, Witness of Strength in '95. I wore that fucking tape out, and it was the first tape that I like made me actually understand drum and bass and jungle. I think more than I previously had, and all of a sudden I got it. So, was there anything that happened like that for you, where all of a sudden it was like, whoa, this is the thing?
I don't know about I remember a compilation that changed my life, and I was just like, yo, this is the one. Speed Limit 1 on Moonshine.
Oh yeah, okay.
That had like, you know, Hyper on Experience, Cosmo and Dibs, a lot of stuff from like Moving Shadow.
Right.
And I was like, man, this is it. And then I heard like, you know, Mr. Kirk's Nightmare. Finish. It took over me, man. That was it.
Moonshine was they were so ubiquitous at that time in the '90s. They were like a bridge for so many people to discover.
Yeah, man. They introduced
music,
Sour, you know, the whole Sour crew, like Shy FX and all of those guys to America. And then you had people like Soul Slinger, T.R.A.C, spearheading the game, and DB.
Hey, who was it that did do you guys remember the 140 BPM plus compilation series? Who did those?
That was Moonshine.
That was Moonshine. Okay, that's what I thought, but I wasn't really sure.
Yeah, but mixtape wise, man, definitely a Bookham set. I just don't know which. I don't know which one.
Not one of the logicals.
Just pull it.
Okay.
Not one of the logicals. It's like one of his like mixtapes from like 94, 95.
Okay. Yeah.
And I bought that at Breakbeat Science, and I was like, wow, this is out of control.
Yeah.
So it definitely have to be Danny. Danny put me onto a lot of this stuff, man. I love it. Ever since then. What about L-Side? You know, like, what brought you into drum and bass?
Me, Marky compilation called Audio Architecture. Definitely.
So how did you actually discover that though? Did somebody give it to you, or did you find it?
Yeah, my brother gave me the CD of that compilation. So the track called Hide You by Koshin.
Oh my God! Yeah,
was a big hit in Brazil.
Oh my God, that's like one of the greatest tunes ever.
Big hit in Brazil. So that was my first impression in drum and bass. You know, I was like 15 years, I think. Yeah.
Running around late.
Yes, man. Yes.
Running
For sure, that
around
compilation, man. So in that compilation, I heard my first jungle tunes like Dillinja and Marcos Intalex tunes, of course, my favorite producer. Yeah, man, definitely that compilation.
Intalex, man, yeah.
So it's special for me.
That's what's up, man.
I would love to see Koshin make some sort of comeback, man. They were, man, I loved them so much.
Yeah, they don't make drum and bass anymore.
Are they? That's what I'm saying. Like, so are they active in anything else, or?
I think so. I don't know, but.
Like, I haven't even heard anything from Decoder in forever.
No, yeah, Decoder. Unfortunately, oh God, that tune, Secret Breaker. That tune.
Oh yeah.
Nasty tune. Secret Breaker by Decoder. He was a sick producer, you know. It was a really good, but you know, the Koshin thing, you know, it was good. Then he started making like kind of a pop music, and you know.
All right, so we've got an issue going on with that specific tune, but we've got a bunch of music here to play, and I don't want to dwell on it too much.
We can keep it going.
We've got a bunch of dope things here. I know, Marky.
So,
I know what you're gonna say. I'm sorry.
No. I'm gonna try to help segue something real quick.
There are other tunes here.
I wanted to say to L-Side that the Carnal Minds album was an amazing piece of work that I think that more people should be talking about up to this day, because I think everything there is still past the test of time, and the amount of amazing artists and how everything was on that album. I think it was one of the best albums I've heard in a long minute. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody here probably really agrees. There isn't any lack on there, I would say, overall. And yeah, we did something. Yes. But Armanni, this is the setup now.
Yeah, I got you.
There's a record that I wanted to surprise. There's a record here that kind of makes people turn really jello, because there's a lot of behind the scenes with it, and I just wanted to see if I could give it a little burn. And it's off the Condo Minds album, and it involves an amazing vocalist by the name of T.R.A.C.
Oh,
wow.
And
fucking tune.
Yes, and
Don't Look Back.
Don't Look Back is a very good record to play right now, just for everything that's going on, so we can just move forward out of this, hopefully, after the election and everything else. But, you know, I've heard the behind. Golden, if you don't mind, you could, like, go ahead and fill in some spots there if you want on Don't Look Back record.
So, you know, me and Leo, we've always been talking. Mm-hmm. He's always like trying to pick my brain with tunes, or like showing me things that he's found. So one day I showed him Average White Band.
Right.
Love your
and
own.
Yes.
What's that?
I love your own.
Yeah, Love on Your Own.
Right.
Love on Your Own. I showed this, you know, I got it over here. I bought the album for him. I shipped it to him. And man, he loved it straight away. And all of a sudden, like, he makes a tune, and then he tells me afterwards, and he was like, you know, you really inspired me to make that tune, because if you listen to it carefully, the whole like rhythm and the bass line and all that stuff is that tune. A love of your own.
Sick.
So, you know, it's very, very, very special to me. And to see him,
to me too, man. Special to a lot.
Yeah,
of us.
man. At Sun and Bass, when, you know, we all met up for the first, you know, we met Elside for the first time, and to see him on the stage playing that tune, and then T.R.A.C.
runs out of nowhere.
T.R.A.C. runs out of nowhere, and he grabs the microphone, and he's like, "I gotta get what's mine."
Shout out T.R.A.C. one side. Well, hey, let's get into this too. Let's play it. Let's let the world hear it. Let's all feel it together. This is Roti And Poutine. We are here every Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've got a bunch of DJ Marky tunes too. We will get back into that, but let's play this one. This one is called "Don't Look Back," and you want to hear it? Here it goes. Y'all know what to do. Emojis in the chat. Bob Ross is in the whole nine. Set your fire up. You can hear John Bass at his finest, baby. Roti And Poutine every Thursday, 10 p.m. We are right here.
We need some Bob Rosses. More Bob Rosses in the building. Let's do it. Bro, what's up?
I never came this far to quit it all. No, 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 no. I'm stronger than you know. Well now, don't look back. The past is over. No more wasting time. I swear I'll do as good as I can. We gotta face our fears before we get older. I gotta get what's mine. So missing place to everyone who knows me. I am progressing in life. Learn from the lessons in life. Whenever you get knocked down, never retreat from the fight. Higher up the ladder I climb. It's only a matter of time. Look how far we've come. easy. If you think that we can work, link up, come see me. Life can make you cry for mercy. I'm stronger when they're trying to deter me. Determined and committed to exceed the limit. The cynics and the critics are right. Don't look back, the past is over. No more wasting time. Never walk a road leading nowhere. We gotta face our fears before we get older. I gotta get what's mine. Take care of your one and only. Don't look back.
Roti and Poutine every Thursday night right here at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Twitch.tv/Armanni Reign. Emojis, fires in the chat. I see y'all. Love in the building. Special guests, the Goldenchild, the Outside, DJ Marky. Appreciate the new follows, appreciate the new subs. Trying to take your mind and release a little bit of his anxiety from the week. Appreciate y'all stopping by.
Love is love, family.
Woo! This one's called Don't Look Back. Outside, Darrison. Big tune. I told you we just needed a little music in there, you know what I mean? Sheesh! You pulling out records, Marky? Ladies and gentlemen, that one is called Don't Look Back, Outside, Darrison. This is special. They said it was special. You guaranteed it is special. Roti and Poutine.
What a killer tune. Killer
It
tune.
still works. It still works. It's gonna work
Killer
forever.
tune.
I like that.
Like, I don't take that whole thing about new classics from Elside because I know everything he's been doing. Man's been on it.
This is the one like I still play, and it's a beautiful track.
Absolutely.
It's a beautiful track. He smashed it. He smashed it. He's
Smash that.
He's one of the best at the moment for me. So I'm feeling good now. I can retire. I can't.
Wait a minute, don't retire this yet, Marky, please.
Fucking hell, man. He's hard to find, you know.
We need some DJs like Marky in Brazil.
Yeah, man. We need more people to do this on stage one day, bro.
You know, I'm too old at the moment. I need to take out my life.
Oh, knock it
my
off.
girlfriend, and you know,
knock it off.
I want to be like Carl Cox. You know, have like, I don't know, play just on a UK summer for a big money.
We got to get you a residency in Vegas or some strange.
Play only records.
You know, continue singing my records. You know.
Yeah, man.
Why don't you do that on stream? Why don't you scratch upside down on stream?
Because there's no room here. Because I got my, you know, it's well.
I look at sizing up the place. Well, actually, maybe
the speakers is close to. Oh man, all the wires and shit. I can't do it here. Really can't do it. And even if I can't do, I don't want to do. I don't.
Yeah, you said why. You said why. We understand.
Mark, you need those turntables.
Yeah.
Like remember that Tone Loc video? And the guy had like the turntable that hung around his neck.
It's like when it's like the beginning of Shrek when everybody was like, "Do the roar, do the roar." Like,
actually, that's the Vestax one, isn't it? That's the Vestax one.
Yeah.
It's a killer turntable, man. I never had that one.
It's a killer. I just saw with Cuba. I think it was
Oh, yeah?
just, and it's got the crossfader as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm talking about. I just saw with Cuba.
Yeah,
Because he was like carrying everywhere one of these turntables because he was practicing, you know. He's mental, man. He's a mental.
Hey, Marky, you need to tell about the story of your scratchers, like guitars, you know, about your song, the story behind this.
Well, the story behind of these bloody scratch, because you know, I said a little bit because it was for the Forefront tour,
Right.
but of course, how I discovered that, you know,
Yes, yes.
that's the
That's
main
it.
part. Yeah, how I discovered. Well, I was with my kids in my
He's big now, man. He's pretty big right now.
he's 15 now. He's big boy.
Bless, bro.
Big. And I was with him, and I was carrying him, and it was like, Dad, can you? I want to see the turntable. I was just like, oh, okay. So I saw the turntable, and I just picked him up, and I was with him, and at the time I was smoking a little bit, and because I never smoked too much, I was smoking more social, you know.
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah, you know, like a pack of cigarettes for me, it takes like a month and a half to finish.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
which is really good.
Yeah.
But if I'll play, I want to,
Right.
and I'll be like, but I'm holding really nice now. Anyways, so pretty much, so the pack was like close to the turntable, and the cigarette pack, and my son, by mistake, he slapped the cigarette pack,
Mhm.
and the cigarette pack came into underneath the arm of the turntable, and it starts looping. The record start looping, and I was just like, oh my god, what the hell is this? It was looping. And I was just like, and I was a kid, and then I just put him on the floor, and I said, like, I'll just go and play. Yeah, go and play your video game or something like that. And I was just like looking, and it was looping. I can't remember which record it was, but I was looping, and I was just like, wow, this is very interesting. And I was just like, let me try to put the deck on a vertical. So I put the deck on a vertical, and it's still looping.
Oh.
And the arm, it was not changing. It was not changing. It was on vertical. Then I was like, okay. But if I turn it upside down, let me see if the needle, because I was just like, number one, I was just like, okay, I need to hold the turntable, and so 13 kilos, and I was like, and I had to hold the plate, otherwise the plate was gonna fill out. And I was just like, if I hold the plate and I start like, and try to, you know, scratch on a groove of the track, and I just did it, and I just like, holy shit, works. And it's very funny because, you know, when I did that, and not even like Cuba or Craze or Mix Master, like all these absolutely crazy, amazing turntablists, they have never done it, isn't it? I never saw them done something like that. So it was a very interesting, you know. And then I did the first time on a Forefront tour, and you know, it caused a damage, and
story
you know,
was written.
tour.
Right.
And then because of that, BBC Radio 1, they invite me and Crazy to do a show together. It wasn't just like, no, I don't want to do it. And, you know, I don't want to do it. You know, Crazy is one of my favorite DJs. You know.
Right.
I got the VHS, you know, from him.
Right.
VHS tape, you know. He was doing the stuff on with the watermelon. Man, he's just insane. And I was just like, I was shitting my pants. And I said, okay, let's do it. I said in my head, I was just like, you know what? I just gonna play records. That's what I'm gonna do. You know, just mixing and everything was fine. Everything's gonna be fine. And then when he came here, it seems like I knew it from forever, and it makes me feel so comfortable. So I did my little thing, and he was like smashing it. But in the end of the day, it was not competition or something like that. We just like create an amazing show. We created an amazing set, and everybody loved it. Then he played in Brazil for me a few times. Then he played for the hip hop guys. He played in Brazil.
He played for everybody.
It was yeah. He's amazing DJ. But I love as well Scratch Bastard from Canada. He's absolutely mental. You know, and Z Trip as well. You know, so many amazing DJs.
And they're all on Twitch too.
Yes.
You know, and but my favorite at the moment is DJ Coco from Japan. He just played the 7 inches. It is the best.
Crazy, man.
Insane.
He was the most insane DJ I saw, because everything he does is on time. On time. You know, so you're dancing and he does the back-to-back and stuff. It's just on time. It's just like you keep dancing and nothing
He's super tight.
Single karma is out. It's just like, it's so perfectionist. It's just amazing. And he just played 7-inch, which makes much more difficult. It was like insane. This guy is, for me, he is the best DJ at the moment for me.
Sick.
He's everybody's DJ right now, man.
I was gonna say you guys co-signed, and it is what it is. Like
DJ.
Oh man, this guy's sick.
Yeah.
He's one of the sickest DJ I ever seen, man. It's just amazing. What I love him so much is because it's everything on time. You know, he's not the kind of a turntablist that you just keep watching, like everybody like watching. He was the guy. He dances. He's a little bit. He's a little bit mixed, like all the great US turntable DJs and me. I think, like dancing and stuff like that. It was just like dancing, and it was just fun. It's fun to see him. It's fun to watch, and he's great. His selection is great. He's amazing. It's just completely amazing. It's the DJ I like to see.
He came in New York City. He came to New York City for Mobile Mondays. He played for Natasha Diggs and Misbehavior, the whole 45 crew. Man, Just Blaze. Everybody came out for that.
Wow.
Ratch, Large Professor. You name it.
Wow.
Name those dudes. Name the hip hop dudes. They came to see this guy.
Lord Finesse.
Finesse was there.
Wow.
GITC crew was in the building. They were there. The place was jam packed. And all he was doing was 7 inches. It was insane.
That love. That's that love right there.
So
yeah, man. It was.
Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I want to toss it up to another tune, but I feel like I'm going to need to lean on you guys. The reason for that, chat, is because we've been blessed with a bunch of unreleased music as well. So I want to make sure that we play what you guys want to play first. I don't want to introduce them, right? So I know, T, you sent me these tunes specifically. Is there another one you want to lead into? Marky, you've got a couple tunes I've got sitting on here I mentioned beforehand. Are you willing to play those?
Marky.
Do you remember what they were?
He's got loads of choices. I don't know. You can choose.
You said we can choose.
Free to choose.
I can play with anything.
Blind roulette on that, brother.
Okay, I've got Sunshine. I've got Damage here.
No, this is no.
Okay, all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, did I not warn you ahead of time? See, I started naming things.
Can you play Run the Streets, please?
Okay.
do I have that on here?
Run the streets, yeah.
Proper tune, proper.
You didn't send that to me.
Oh,
What?
Hey, this isn't. I opened the folder that was. Hold on, let me look.
You go to the street.
You on the same team or what? What are we doing? Jesus,
I'm just trying to fill the void here.
that is a terrible way to fill the void, my friend.
Now you help me out over here, bro.
Literally, the folder that was sent to me says DJ Marky unreleased. So
Released now because he's out on Bandcamp. You
Right.
know?
yeah, that's what
Right.
So
If you're gonna play the unreleased tunes, you can play
sexy body,
can't remember
Body.
what is on
sexy
the
body.
Sexy body.
There
Yeah,
we
sexy
go.
body.
All
Sexy
right.
body.
See?
Sexy body.
I knew we get there
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah.
Killer tune.
All right,
You
let's.
know, this is DJ Marky versus Parliament Funkadelic.
Oh,
I've been
Say-
watching you,
Say it again.
the way you move your sexy body.
classic record.
Proper tune.
That's a Fabio tune, isn't it? It's a Fabio tune.
All right, so this one's called. See, I be trying to warn y'all. Y'all be like, "What's Money talking about? He's crazy." Sexy body, straight from the DJ Marky.
Oh yeah.
This is Roti and Poutine every Thursday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 Pacific. Thank you for being here. Y'all want to hear music? Bang it up in the chat. We good.
Emojis.
Super love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. It's good to see you. Gang, gang. Sheesh. Woo! Must have hurt my neck, boy. I love my Chet. Woo! Roti and Poutine every Thursday. We are right here at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Myself, MC Armanni Reign, the T.R.A.C, the Valiant Emcee. Special guest tonight, the Goldenchild, the L side, and the Mr. DJ Marky. I hope you're having a blast out there. Everything looking good, feeling fine. Drum and bass for life. You know what it is. Let go.
My man Astro up in the chat. What up, Astro?
Sheesh. Roti and Poutine, ladies and gentlemen. That one is called Sexy Body. Big.
What up, Astro?
I like that. Shout out Astro. Also, shout out everybody hosting right now. Shout out Goldenchild. Obviously, he's in here. Outside is also hosting. Atlanta DJ Collector. Thank you again. Code Pig. Shout out to Jam App. That is family right there. Rod Aslan, man. Legend. Absolute legend. He is hosting right now. Dilly Fingers, my dude. Congratulations on your release, by the way, Dilly. Looking strong. Dilly's been
triple
yeah, boy's been out there pumping, boy.
Oh, man.
Been out there grinding. So, yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I see my drums crew in the building. My ATL crew is always in the building. New York crew. There's a whole lot of family up there, obviously. Astro was good. Semper Fi. Yeah, man. Blessings. A lot of good music, man. We still got more. We got more. I want to play more.
You know what? Let's just cut the games.
You want to get to it?
No. I don't want to get to it, but I want to get to this.
What the shit?
There is
What's
right now that
my man chewing all in the mic, throwing fake setups. Go ahead.
No,
I love you. Go ahead, dude.
Again, I'm gonna give El Side his flowers again on what I think is one of the best tunes this year, and that's the hymn with him and GQ. Zagadan.
Oh wow, Zagadan.
I would love to hear if you want to tell us anything behind what caused that record to happen, please. It's an amazing record. Hands down.
Oh man, Brian just said, "Hey, outside, GQ is hungry, man."
Facts.
GQ need some beats.
Outside's like, allow me to make a pizza for him.
I said, okay. Let me try. I think I made 3 or 4 beats for him, but this one is the one. GQ said, "Hey, outside, I want this. I want to record on this tune." I said, okay.
You know, it's a funny story about it. GQ, he asked me to do a track for him, and I was producing that Run the Streets EP with Paul and Bryson, and I sent Run the Streets for him to sing it, and he said he can't do it. Then he picked up Zagadan.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Not even the outside knows this story. And not even he knows this story.
Yeah,
You picture that GQ going, yo, I'm sorry, Marky,
I
I'm
sent
good.
him Run the Street. That's why I want you guys to. So I want you guys to play Run the Street.
So go tag GQ on Twitter.
And
Hashtag
outside,
Run the
at the
Street.
same time, Brian, Brian was chasing outside,
Right.
and I didn't know he was chasing outside. Then Gary came into me and said, like, "Oh, I don't know how to work on this Run the Streets thing, but outside send me a good tune." I say, "Yeah, man, do it."
Fine, whatever. I don't care.
It's no family, it's no family.
That being said,
That
being said, thank
You know,
God he
we like-
did. Thank God he
you know,
did, because this tune's crazy.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm a very happy for outside success, and trust me, I'm very, very proud of him. you know, and he knows everything I can do for helping him. I do, you know. And
Yeah, man. I just want to
he's my
say
boy.
thank you, man.
Yeah, he's my boy.
Thank
know.
you.
He's my little brother, so he's tall.
Yeah, man. Come on.
He's
You're my
tall, but
professor,
he's my
man.
little brother.
Hey, look, man, there's a lot of tunes, and I say this on the mic when we used to do shows. There's certain times you just hear a tune, and it just makes you want to punch your little sister in the mouth. This is one of those tunes. It just hits different. You know what I mean? So why don't we go ahead and bang this out? Do you mind? Yeah, and no one on this planet, no one sounds like GQ.
No one.
Look,
He's the voice of jungle, isn't it?
Facts.
Oh.
I have borrowed many different styles and nuances from many MCs. There is nothing you can take from GQ. You can't sound like him. You just can't. Don't try. Don't bother.
I think that's why he's one of my favorite MCs.
That dude is the dude
in the game.
So
Period.
here we go. This one is called Zagadan. Roti and Poutine. Every Thursday night right here, twitch.tv/Armanni Reign. Special guest tonight, the L-Side, Marky, Goldenchild. You know how it go. Emojis.
Stepping at the dance with the mic in my hand. Yo, me move swift like the gingerbread man. See if you can catch me, try and catch me if you can. Them can't keep up, said they can't understand. When me switch the trip, tronic and me gone warp speed. Them boy too slow, them can't keep up with me. Them boy them slow like a damn centipede. They 9 on me level, they 9 on me league. Saga down too, and the boy just leave them black and blue. You don't know what's what, so they know who's who. Try to disrespect rude boy, you get slew. Take my advice, said you better just cool. Don't get me mad, don't make me draw for the tool. 10 out of 10 guaranteed said you will lose. Leave them parrots nice better than Saga daga danga. 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 Saga daga danga.
Marky quietly flexing on her.
Zaga daga dang da. 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 There's no chink in my armor, them no want no drama. Swim with the big fish but true like piranha. Flows them heavy, yo them burn like lava. Rushing the boy, we said we born an informer. 7 days a week we said we pray to the Father. Rest of the lambs, yo they heading to the slaughter. Ashes to ashes, we said dust to dust. Another one just bite the dust, 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 bite the dust.
Roti and Poutine every Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are right here, the track, the Valiant, myself, Armanni Reign, special guest, the Goldenchild, L-Side. Sheesh, Marky. Zagadan, L-Side, and then MCGQ.
got proper timing. It's like, all right, we about to jump in here real quick.
I'm gonna pay attention. Hey, yeah, but that's the liquor one. I gotta take care of that real quick. But yeah, tune, big tune.
Blue.
I've got more here,
Smashing.
man. I got more. But yeah, talk about that for a minute. Let me help her out. You know, live television is how we do. I love my children. Man.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Marky shows us his.
Yeah, you be quietly flexing over there, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all paying it. I don't know if the chat's paying attention, but Marky's been quietly flexing. I think him and Goldenchild are trying to have a battle right now.
about to jump in the record
So
now.
we'll talk about that in a
Y'all
minute.
take it
I'll be
easy,
right back.
man.
Record challenge.
Yo,
Yeah, man.
I wanted to
Always
also
talking
quickly.
record.
I wanted to quickly mention that shouts to Subconscious reminded me that tomorrow, Friday, is all proceeds that you have on Bandcamp go straight to the artist. So if you want to pick up this unreleased Marky, and you want to do, you want it, go ahead to Marky's Bandcamp. We'll leave the link in there on the cop. And honestly, I've been screaming damage 100 times, and I won't get it played tonight. But I just want to say that there's a lot of bangers that you've been hearing that you'll want. And that's what's up on that. You know what I mean? What's Elsad, are you allowed to talk about the future at all?
Yeah, man. I'm working on some remixes. I got a remix for Traumatized, a track called Mind Your Own.
Mm-hmm.
Remix for Dags and Villain.
Nice.
Track called Crossways, forthcoming on Spearhead Records.
Okay.
Got some
Shout to
remixes
Philip.
for V as well. Remix for Track album.
Yeah. We're pretty happy about that one. I know that for
It-
sure.
I think. Wait a second, outside. Wasn't your this remix you talk about for Traumatized? Wasn't that on the V podcast that just came out?
Yes.
Yeah,
Brian
you can,
play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cha.
Yeah,
Sure.
man. Yeah.
Yeah.
My question is why I don't have.
I think the label don't like it, But Brian is trying to play it, to push the tune, but the label don't like it. I need to work on new version. That's why I don't send to Marky,
Cha. Only to Brian.
Give me the first one. The first one is always better.
Yeah, I think the same, man.
always
I think the same.
And,
I think the same.
if the label don't like it, it's because the label doesn't know nothing.
Yes.
Talk about it.
Shots
I
fired.
did one remix.
This kid, he knows how to do it, man. He knows how to do it properly. It can go wrong,
I'm working on.
Did you hear that? Marky's like, yo,
You're
fuck
on-
that label.
He's on fire, man.
Come on, man. Come on. I'm working on remix for DJ Die project called Watch the Ride
Oh,
with
wow.
DJ Randall and Dismantle. Track called Stop Lights. I'm working on the remix. Also, I'm working on Carnal Mind album remixes. We got
Sheesh.
some serious remixes, man.
Yeah.
Remix by Spirit, the monster Spirit
God
Duncan.
bless.
Duncan, shut up.
Also,
Yeah.
Break remix. Marky been playing this one.
Mm.
Also
Oh yeah.
by Alibi and Dogger and Mind State.
And oh God.
Yes.
Oh, don't say anymore, man. That the lineup right
man.
there. That sounds like what Marky
That's
was
it right
torn
there.
with, pretty much almost.
Yes, man. That's it.
Just those
That's
couple
it.
things, no big deal.
Just a couple things.
That's all.
Nothing too big.
It's
Just a
fine.
little, yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's a little thing I do. What do you want to get to next?
I don't know what Marky. You got anything else?
Well, remember we had that stipulation. He's upset with me right now as far as that is
Are you
concerned.
upset with Armanni? Can we?
No, I'm not upset with Bruce. Come on. Bruce Banner.
I've got all right. I've got
I think you can play Damage. Yeah, I can play. It's Track's favorite one.
He did. He did kind of like point it out numerous times. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, man. I done ran about it. I shouldn't be overkilling, but I just wanted to hear it on the show. I guess that's all. I got too selfish.
You see how he kills you with kindness? No, I mean, I just really like it and wanted to play it for everyone, but it's fine.
when he first heard this, man, he kept calling me about it. He was like, "Bro, this thing, I don't know, it's get the LL Cool J sample."
I was running around the country with Randall saying, "Yo, please play the Marky tune." And Marky, he knew what I was talking about because I didn't know no names or nothing. And every time we played it, the crowd was like, "Yo, what the hell is this?" Every time. So it's in my DNA a little bit. I'm sorry, guys.
All right. Well, this is a special request coming straight from the T.R.A.C.
You can hate on me later about it.
Why are we gonna hate on? We just,
I got too happy about but sorry. But.
You guys, passive aggressiveness is just, it's fucking disgusting. I gotta talk to my boys in WhatsApp when we're done this. We gotta stop. Some of my cockiness needs to rub off on y'all. Anyway, so here it is. This one's called "Damage," straight from the man DJ Marky himself. Want to hear it? Here it goes.
Come on, man. You see how that shit starts? You know what's about to happen.
I'm with you. I'm agree. You know? It's just got New York written all over it. That's why. Roti and Poutine every Thursday night, 10 p.m. right here. Y'all know what to do in the chat.
Let's do it, Bobby.
Roti and Poutine every Thursday. This is a banger. You already know. This one's called Damage. Yeah, hit him with that. Just kidding. Swedish Fish. I'm a child. What do you want? Let's go. That's my candy. It's one of those tunes you don't want to end. Just let it run. Roti and Poutine every Thursday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That one is damaged straight from the Marky. You're right. That's a fighter, man.
I gotta give Marky his flowers, man. More emojis on that one, please.
Hell
I
yeah.
reckon you could do about 100 push-ups to that song, bro. Holy shit.
Wicked tune.
Two things. We don't do rewinds.
to come back.
I've been here for years.
Yes.
Out of my feet.
We don't do rewinds. And we don't stop. We don't rap over the thing because it's a timing issue.
Yeah, we can.
And y'all be killing us tomorrow. Like, that's why I hate MC. See?
We got proof now.
Look how terrible they are. We
Armanni
sound.
Reign is really not very good.
Why is this timing off? He doesn't even know where the beat is, bitch. Anyway, fire tune, man. And you're right. We might have to do a simplified remix of that. Excuse me, if you allow us.
Do a little some.
Or just a Roti and Poutine remix, whatever.
Damn, you hear that, Simplify? Just hit me up in Discord.
That's 'cause
I got your back. No, fuck that. I got your back, fam. Just we'll talk about it in Discord. I got y'all. Air out your grievances in that one column we got, and I'll take care of it. Valiant.
I just want to take two verses. I'm just being selfish. It's all right.
Terrible thing to say.
What?
How you feeling, Marky? You good?
I'm great.
Good.
Great.
You didn't want to play the tune. It's a dope tune.
It's very funny because I was listening to T.R.A.C here on Twitch, and I was thinking the track is good.
So good, man. So good, man.
Yeah, man, it's a killer.
I was just like,
Yes,
this
man.
is good, man.
Yeah, man. My dude.
You know, that was funny.
There's a few parts I don't know how I did it. You know, but it's like
The breakdown part is what really drove me through the roof. That part it goes, chicka, I was like, oh no! My head's about to explode now because
It's a
it's
fire
at another
too.
level.
that's exactly what was the part. Like I don't know how I did it. Like
You're not.
Because I know I didn't cut it. You know.
You're not the first producer to come on this show and do that either. We've literally, like, Bro Safari did the same thing. He was like, "Man, that's a really good tune." I'm like, "You made it! Like, what is going on here?"
I put this tune on SoundCloud a few years ago, but not with a very low quality. It was like a cheeky Christmas present to get some followers on my Instagram. You know,
We're not mad at you.
I said like, oh, full quality, 320, and it was like 96 kbps.
So
Wow.
Yikes.
yeah,
Ringtone.
Sound like Atari on there.
you were better off
Ringtone.
you were better off just singing it.
8-bit.
But now on Bandcamp, out on Bandcamp now, CJ Marky unreleased tracks is the right version, and it's mastered already as well. It's not. It's a good sounds. Good tune, man.
Yeah, I like it.
Wicked tune, bro.
I might have to-
Back through the speakers.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just keeping it buck with you now. Don't be surprised if randomly your emails hit with a, a little something.
So something happened, and yeah.
Yeah. Tripped over something, and these vocals fell on top of it.
Yeah, I found ad libs too, and these
That'd be dope.
perfectly over these vocals. It's so weird.
It's so strange. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry.
Lord.
Man. All right. Two
Yeah,
tunes.
crazy.
We are winding down now. We are down to the final count. It's a close race between two tunes.
Well, all right, I'll get on promo mode, I guess.
Yo, I swear to God. Yo.
all right. I gotta find that inner. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. But
In Armanni.
that inner Monty is probably it. Inner Monty is good.
I'm not even that great at promoting. That's the worst part. That's the worst part about this. Go ahead. Do you think?
Well, I got some stuff coming up down the pipeline that I will reveal down the line, and I want to thank everybody for checking out all these remixes we've been dropping over the month from the Life in Motion album, and to continue in to the whole thing as we get closer to the actual EP. Carly to an Addiction did an amazing remix.
Oh shit.
Like an absolute amazing remix to what Somorphic's done for Life in Motion, the title track. And I'd be honored for you guys to check it out if you haven't. Check it out now. I think Brian G's got it on a new podcast. Yeah, I want y'all to enjoy this one if you haven't heard it. Marky, you heard this before?
Yes.
Have you heard this?
Absolutely.
It's a good one, yeah.
Yes.
I'm wrong,
Yeah, man.
Because I made the track with Kylie and Addiction as well. It's coming out on
Nice.
on the V recordings, yeah. So when
What
when
isn't
we start
V doing?
making the tracks, Khalito and Jay Addiction, they send it to me. So
Okay, yeah, man. Those guys are working hard right now.
yeah, they work hard, and Khalito is one of my top 10 producers.
It shows on this.
Yeah, because he's since like since Aurora days, he made some absolutely beautiful music on Moving Shadow, and he had like 2 or 3 projects. He had a sense of Aura, Carlito himself, and the Guardians of Dalliance was him as well. All the projects, pretty much on Moving Shadow, then moved to Creative Source, and he is the guy like I always want to work with. He's just amazing. It's just beautiful music, and I love the way he used the arpeggios, and it's just
amazing.
I don't know, it's
amazing.
just happy. It's just happy. So yeah, I'm very happy to work with them in this new track. It's called The Taboos, coming out on their compilation on the Liquid V or V Recordings or something like that.
One of the
Brian
other.
again, isn't
There's
it?
a V next to
Brian
it
again.
somewhere. Yeah.
Brian again. Fucking hell. Brian, come on. Show me some Queen's heads. Come on. Yeah. I've been working quite a lot, working quite a lot for Brian, but not for myself. Not for my own album, I got my own album coming out next year on Shogun Audio. So yeah. So I got like 4 tracks already. I've been playing on my live streams. So one of them is called Come Back, and that track I made for my girlfriend. And
So how many tracks are going to be on the album altogether?
I really, well, my idea, my first idea, I want 10 tracks, but probably, Friction wants like 12, but I don't want to do more than 12. I don't want to like do like 16 tracks or something like that. I don't want people to miss, you know, the tracks and stuff. You know, I don't think like, you know, quantity for me is not quality. You know, I don't want to.
Right.
You know,
12 is enough, bro.
12 is sweet.
I think, you know, but I really want to do like, you know, I would love to do like, as you know, a nine tracks or 10 tracks, no more than that. That was my plan, you know. Like for example, Thriller is 9 tracks, isn't it? So Thriller is 9 tracks, and you know, I wanna do like in an very old fashioned way, you know, the album. I don't like 16 to. It's too many.
That's a lot, yeah, man. It's a lot.
When I receive promos, I was just like, oh my god, there's so much change. You know, it's because it's digital as well. I was like, you know, it's just like don't want to check sometimes. You know, I'd be like, oh, it's too much.
I think about like that Boimerang album, Balance of the Force, and I think that was only like 8 tracks or something like that, and it was like, I don't know, I consider like it one of those like master albums, and it was only like 8 tracks. So yeah, I definitely think less is more when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, I really like the idea to have like a maximum 12, you know, and also one of the tracks, it's not done yet, but I had this idea because I met this guy through Sean Goldenchild. He was doing the Twitch show. Of course, I was listening to his show. I was always like listening to his show, and we taking a piss of each other. He plays tracks that I don't have it, and you know, he always surprises me. This is the cool thing about the set, because I play some tunes that he doesn't know, and each other we try like to kind of compete, but it's not compete. It's just like we have a lot of fun, you know what I mean, playing, you know, doing this show, listening to his show. But he raided to this guy in Sacramento called the DJ Epic, and I was listening to him playing. I was just like, oh my god, this guy is a badass DJ. So through him, like, I was so happy he joined one of my shows, and I was just like, oh my god. And I stopped and I said, oh man, thank you so much. It was like he pretty much is like, oh my god, Marky's just stopping his show to thank me. And I was like, yeah, because he's a great DJ, you know. I have to, you know, show him to people. So it was nice. And so then I met other guy, Bus Crates. He's one of his friends.
My dude, that's my dude.
Yeah, so I'm trying. Yeah, so I'm trying to make a track with them. So we
mentioned,
you know, pretty much.
You ran into me. That is my homie.
You know, I was trying to organize because, like I said 100 times on this show, my background is soul and funk.
Yes,
and I want to put some soul and funk in my album.
One of the most funkiest dudes I know is,
you know, I need his mood, and you know, I need to bring this to people, to the drum and bass people as well, because in the end of the day, it's all about music.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So Marky, what I gotta ask though, why release an album on Shogun and not your own label?
Because I released in my own label my album My Heroes, which is like a dedicate to my parents. Is my parents on a cover,
right?
And I think it was a good response, you know. But Friction, you know, I know Eddie for a long time. You know, when I start my career in the UK, it's pretty much the new DJs was me, him, Friction, High Contrast. So then I really like the tunes he put it on Shogun Audio, and he came up with a really good idea, and for, you know, work on this album, and I said, you know what, why not? You know, why not? It's nice, and also he's, you know, I got a little bit time to put it like some different artists as well, some different music on my label as well, so I don't have like a compromise to put it.
another, a few tracks. But in the end of the day, I'm gonna put it on another EP on my on Innerground as well. And also, I have the Innerground 100 album, which is including one of my tracks called "The Changing Moods." Is for the past 3 years. 3 years, yeah. Check this. For the past 3 years, people are desperate for this track. I've been playing every step. Yeah, outside the nose.
Wicked tune.
It took me 3 years to mix down this track. 3 years, because I couldn't get the sound of the way I want. Even outside tried to mix down the tune, and it wasn't work as well.
Yes.
I was just like, nah, it's not the way I want. So I'm very fussy about this track in particular, because I think this track, it means a lot to me. This track, and I really want to put this track on the album, but I promise everyone is coming out on the album, and I think this track is better than LK. I know everybody says it's not better.
Oh wait, that's you should stop right there. We don't need to. We just need to hold on.
Yeah, I know everybody says the same. But hold
you
on.
heard it here.
Yeah.
It was just for me. It's like it's the same joy and happiness when I made that track. I had the same thing. I had the same feeling, and that is not happen all the time. It took 13 years for me to have that same
feel,
the same feeling. When I made that track, it was just crazy. It was just crazy. I was just talking about this track. I listened to this track for 3 years, and I don't get bored, and I just love it. It makes I don't know. I see everybody happy when I play that tune. It's very crazy feeling I have for this tune. So this tune is coming out on my Innerground 100 album, featuring tracks by The Source, Psycon, Malinky, and Decipher, Alibi. I got one track from Alibi, yeah. Alibi. What else? Drum Sound and Simon Bassline Smith.
Okay.
It's gonna be a really, really good album, 12 tracks as well. So it's gonna be a really, really good compilation. Then my album. So
looking forward to that.
And I think the
understatement.
Yeah, I think the album is gonna be good. I got already a track with Eva B. She's a vocalist from Outer Sounds from Bristol. No, she's from Manchester. Which is she's amazing. I got a track with my sister-in-law Colette Warren, of course.
Shout out Colette.
Got a track with her, and I got a track with Dos and Lucasad as well. These guys from
I know them.
Austria. And a track me and Boo, Bow, yeah.
Bow,
Boo, Bow. I don't know. Everybody says. It's got a few tracks we're gonna have a plan to have some MCs as well. So it's gonna be a good album.
Nice.
Interesting album. So yeah. It's got some funk. It's got loads of funk, and also I really hope we're gonna do this track, me Epic. I hope Bus Crates with this amazing vocalist. Was she called Sally Green? I really want to invite her to maybe sing on a track.
Anything can happen.
Proper America, proper
American
funk.
So
American.
Bus Crates is that guy is amazing.
Bus Crates at the moment is making America great again.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That's what I think. Bus Crates, he's making America great again.
I met Crates through Mark for Hero, Mark Mack, and he did a remix for me way back, and we were always planning on trying to link up, but we always kept in touch. But every time I would link up with him, I'd be like, dude, another funky record? I don't know nobody that funky right now.
He's absolutely sick.
Yeah.
his new album is absolutely
Absolutely sick. Yep.
this is like, for me, is a proper black music.
Yes. Yes.
You know,
Pittsburgh,
proper.
homie. So big
You know,
ups, man.
so I like, that's my jam.
Yeah,
you know.
man.
I wish I could make an album like that. Just fun.
All right.
So, but yeah, there's a lot of tunes on the pipeline. Also, this track, this EP I'm putting out, it's called the Kochi EP. It's coming out very soon. I got the masters today. So it's a 5-track.
Man's busy.
Yeah, super busy on the grind, and we're
5-track
looking forward to all of that. I don't even know which thing to start with, man. Shout out to Friction
Yeah.
too. I mean, Ed's a really, really good dude as well.
Yeah,
you know what
Ed
I'm saying?
Friction's a good cat.
Like,
He's a
Top
great
notch.
guy. He's amazing, and he really wants to do a great album, and he's helping me to do a good album. So that's why I said, yeah, it's cool. Let's do it. You know what I mean?
and you've
I
got
don't like-
tons
I
of
don't
other
like
stuff on the pipeline behind it too. So
Trust me, that's one thing. I don't like to close doors. So
right,
I like always,
that's a good door. Y'all are busy, man. Everybody's busy. I like it. Tons of music coming, man. It's a beautiful thing too. In this middle of this pandemic, so much art is being created, and like we've said a million times, the substance is there. So that's
it's
dope.
quite hard to find a vibe to make music for me. Like outside, a few months ago, he was just like, he said like, oh man, let's do some music, and we came in here. Oh yeah, also one of the tunes I'm making, me and Outside is making, is coming out on the album as well. My album. Shogun.
He sat quietly. I see.
Yeah, but he came in here. I had no vibe to make music because all my vibe, it comes from the people I see in the streets, in the clubs, and some stories, and it's been very difficult for me, and that's
Been
why,
through a couple passports, bro.
yeah, that's what I do for my all my life, and I got I have 65 gigs, 67 gigs cancelled this year, so it's not easy, it's not been easy, and it's very hard to be happy, because I'm a very happy with in the cameras when people see me, but when I finish the show, I feel very empty. But luckily, me outside and Sean, they always talk to me after the show, and we having a good time, so I can, and I feel good again.
Yeah,
And
sense of community has really been a major, a crazily important thing nowadays, especially. This has affected everybody. So tapping into friendships and family, making new friends some way, somehow, staying connected to people is important for mental health and so on and so forth. And as creators, man, I don't think people even understand. It's our time moves differently than other people. I've spoken to so many people, man, this is the fastest, the slowest year it's ever gone by. I can't believe it's November already. It feels like yesterday, and yet
for real.
it also felt like the longest 8 months I've ever experienced in my life. It's just trying to create. It's weird how much time you have on your hand, and you have less time than you did before. Is a quote from our man Cal. It's very strange, man. It's very, then trying to create on top of that while taking care of normal duties that have been multiplied. But you guys, I will say this, and I know, take it for what it's worth, you guys are producing a lot. You're doing a lot. You're doing a lot of greatness, not just for yourselves, but for the world. And it's showing and appreciated 1,000-fold. So just keep the pace, man.
Keep
we
the
love
love, and we love y'all as well. And man, I don't know. I'm happy this happened feel like we could talk till 6 in the morning right now, to be honest.
For sure.
It's 3 a.m. here in Brazil.
Yeah, it's 3 a.m. here too. So I'll tell you what. Why don't we bang this one last one? Because I know my
Oh
man
shoot!
Yeah, we.
Sorry.
No, we're good. We're having.
Oh man, I'm surprised I get cussed out by the chat yet by that. Oh
no, I think the chat's in the same boat. We're all just having a conversation
We're all-
amongst
we're all
family.
Plus they got us waiting for
Just
counts
vibing.
anyway, right?
This
Nobody-
the one thing about this podcast from the very beginning, and I want to thank everybody in the chat for being here. You guys have always been, and you know they've touched on it as a general as a whole. But Twitch, this chat, everyone that's been here, everyone that's come on the show, it's been a family thing. You guys have been nothing but lovely. We crack jokes, we have a good time. It's a beautiful vibe. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy.
Emojis in the chat for yourself, party people.
Love that we have this outlet. So thank you, everybody. We're gonna play this Life in Motion, and then we'll come back, wrap it up, and you know we've discussed what everybody's doing. It's a beautiful thing. So emojis in the chat. Music saves lives. This one's called Life in Motion. Submorphics, the remix.
From Carlito and Addiction.
Gang gang.
Why do you guys say it like that?
Roti And Poutine every Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are right here to track the valued special guest, the Goldenchild, Marky, L-Side.
Yeah, a time full of gifts, a life full of risks, a price that don't exist, a line without a twist, an eye full of bliss, a high full of hits, a mic that does exist. This is the way I pound my fist. Track smash, back brash, stellar flames, other James at last. Swerving lanes that became gold paths, ain't got a fast track even though I am trapped. Too underground, they don't understand it. Brook Narvik brainwaves, smooth force so fantastic. Marvel at it like a Stan Lee book. Used to call me dreamer, well how my dream look. Even her lazy, must be the lazy chair. Fresh in first class, the hard work got me laying there. They never said I'm fly, even though I'm flying. Could never say I'm soft body full of iron. Is needed for this appliance. Words like Neil Tyson, Degrassi, real science. I move over beats and I ain't lying. A bit stone, still I rock till it's a diamond. Explore souls and submorph right inside them. Come out with the thoughts that are pushed over horizons. Made for high horizons, even higher grounds. Never run in circles, I just cipher around. Enter the scene, become a part of your speaker box. Channeling true vibes to your equinox. Life is in sight and the beats are hot. This is my motion, and I'ma keep the vibe. No greed, won't mind the whole pie, but I just want a slice of my cheese, not a pizza shop. The city knew for years that T.R.A.C. The rest they never told, light speed around the globe. In motion. In motion. Yeah. In motion.
Roti And Poutine every Thursday right here at twitch.tv/Armanni Reign. Y'all are bugging today. Stupid.
Oh, y'all gotta cut it out, man. Y'all gotta. Oh Lord.
Yo. Yo. Goldenchild. Goldenchild infiltrates our show every week. And then has the nerve to come on the show and still terrorize the chat. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Alright, look. That was
hungry, man.
That's the
hungry.
That's the new.
Stuff in the dogs.
I'm not doing this with y'all. Look, man. Fantastic time. I want to thank the three of you for coming on and just showing the world what we love about you. Outside, it's a pleasure meeting you. It's the first time we've actually spoken. Nothing but the utmost respect. Golden, you know, the family business, Goon Squad in the building. Marky,
Yes, sir.
Marky, if I could
Respect.
hug you right now, brother, through the, you know what I mean, family business forever. Thank you guys for coming through, man. It's been an absolute pleasure.
This was amazing, guys. I don't know what to say, man. Oh, big up for Goldenchild, of course, for help putting this all together.
Yeah.
So I got to big you up behind the scenes for that, man. This is mad.
Thank you, man. No problem.
This is like an early. This is like an early Christmas gift in a sense. So.
And man, these, all you guys, I'm a Marky, outside. These guys are like, these guys are like my brothers, and so are you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Man, definitely.
So I had to make this happen because it was supposed to be in Brazil, and have we were all supposed to be at Marky's place.
Yeah.
Doing this, but unfortunately, thanks to COVID, just couldn't happen. But I'm glad they took the time out to do it still.
Yeah.
And
thank you.
Man.
That's a super thank
Big
you.
up.
You guys.
Yeah, man.
You could have been anywhere in the world right now. But you were here. But you were here. You could have been anywhere in your house right now, but you're here.
Also want to thank Marky for letting me play Damage tonight on the show. That was really good.
We got a couple origin stories tonight. That was a beautiful thing, man. So also super shout out to MJ for moderating the chat.
Big up MJ.
Special shout out to Sugar Brat. Just so you know, we are still thinking about you. We hope you're okay.
Yes,
hope
we are.
everything's all love. Thank you for everybody else in the chat. You guys know how it is. Anything else you guys want to say before I do my round off soliloquy?
Well, thank you so much. It was a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be here. Haven't seen T.R.A.C for a little while. Haven't seen you.
I haven't seen you since Detroit, bro.
For a long time. And also big shout to Valiant Emcee, aka Temsa from the USA.
You
Yo,
know,
wait,
it
yo,
was,
Goldenchild, does Marky know the story about his last time in Brooklyn when he was here?
no.
Which story
The night of finding out.
of finding? Oh no.
Oh man, well, Marky,
I hate New York people so much. Like, what is this?
well, we gonna end it on a nice note. We're gonna end it on a nice note.
What?
short,
And then
Marky.
you're not even okay.
Long
ahead.
short, Marky, I found out that night I was about to be a father.
Oh, see, look how beautiful that is.
And I was walking around Space Coast and like we didn't know what to do. I told Golden, and Golden was like, "Who you got pregnant?" Almost, you know what I mean? He was about to who pregnant? What's going on? Right? And I remember just being in space, but I wanted to thank you because I don't know what you were just like tapping me every 5 seconds. Marky was like, "Yo, look on the screen, look."
Yes, it's a new caliber.
Next
it's
one.
a new caliber.
Then he ended up playing Smash Through the City and Step Tune, and then he played, I think, Funky Train, if I'm not mistaken, and then I was like, perfect night ever. In the midst of being emotional of finding out about the future. So you were part of that too, Marky, man. Big ups.
Thank you so much. That's such an honor. I haven't seen Armanni because Armanni now he don't want MC for me anymore. You know, he's
Well, yo, you know what we not gonna do? Nah.
You know,
You-
you
yo.
don't want to MC for. You don't want
Oh
to
my
MC for the
God,
ghetto
yo,
boy.
you and Goldie
He's
say the
not part of
same
ghetto
shit.
boys now.
Ain't nobody call my phone. I was sitting home for like 6 months. Ain't nobody say shit to me. I don't want to hear that. Anyway,
I was thinking up here.
I haven't seen you since Detroit, since Movement. That was the last time I saw
it's true,
you.
man. It's true, and it was what a great festival.
Oh,
It was
such a
great
good time.
festival. And
With
yeah, I really wish, like, you know, I come, you know, as soon as this pandemic finish, I really want to see you guys. Really, you know,
True.
like the US and
truth be
I
told,
would actually spend a little time, not this crazy in and out early flights, like, you know.
No. For anybody, I don't know if they're still in the chat. I know MJ is because he's moderating. But quiet as kept. We've been trying to rebuild the D&B scene here in the city, Atlanta, and we've been doing with all the crews. There's a lot of them in the chat right now, and your name was on the top of that list. So you know what I'm saying? It is a must. You know what I mean?
And also, you know, as a message from my boy Goldenchild, you know, everybody was like very, you know, very happy, like waiting for him. Even people that I don't know, but people like watching him, it's just start phoning me. Oh man, they're like quite good that they not like because he's not coming because of, you know, bloody COVID. But you know, Sean, you're gonna be here.
Oh, it's gonna be beautiful, man. Maybe
very
it'll be like
Very
me,
soon, bro.
Golden, and everybody at the same time. For
Yeah, we'll bring you all down to ATM for sure.
Yeah, everybody at the same time. But
That'd be sick.
you know, Sean, you're gonna be here very, very soon. You know, and you know,
I'm hoping for
everybody
it.
here is gonna. Everybody here is waiting for you. So when the right time is coming, trust me, you're gonna have one of the most amazing times. Yeah,
This guy Goldenchild.
barbecue ever.
Your life.
This guy Goldenchild was talking about every day about food, man. Hey, man, I need to have
Talk about records
pastels.
to me
I wanna have
and the food with outside.
This.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's about
I want this. I want that.
yeah, it's food with outside and records with me. It's like what the
It's not a bad combo. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. Hey, so that's what it is, man. We will have you guys down here. I can't wait for all this to open up again so we can get back to doing the damn thing. I'm glad you guys are doing the damn thing with Twitch. For everybody who needs to go, if you guys want to type in Twitch, but go follow Goldenchild, go follow DJ Marky, follow Elside, go to their Twitch channels, get a little piece of happiness to take the anxiety off when we're not around. And I know I've spoken to a lot of you who said that this has been helping out. So in these very strange times,
Much love to y'all.
thank you guys for paying attention. Nation. Thank you guys for coming through. As I say every single week, we are here for you. Mental health is very important. Make sure you can reach out to anybody. If you can't reach out to someone, please go ahead and reach out to us. If I don't answer, hit me again. I will answer eventually. Obviously, the world is crazy, but we will get to you. Mental health is important and not to be played with. So thank you all very, very much. This is Roti and Poutine. Please take care of yourselves and each other. From the track The Valiant, myself, and our special guests, the Marky, Outside, and Goldenchild, we love y'all. Have a very good time. Don't worry about the things you cannot control. We will see y'all next time. Big gang.
Thank you, guys.